Good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Inforunners, citizens. I'm Execute, joined today by Algared. How you doing, mate?
My throat is sore. I'm probably going to be not surviving like you are. You were
Yeah,
coughing like a dog
I
not
was.
long
I,
ago.
I am. I'll get there slowly. I just got a tickle in my throat, but I had a bit of a day yesterday because I had up, down, up, down. Like I had to kind of like wake up, do stuff,
Yep.
go to sleep, wake up, do stuff, go to sleep, wake up, do stuff, type of thing. I was just absolutely drained. But that's the only day I kind of double booked myself. So hopefully for the rest
Yep.
of Invictus, I'm all good. So yeah,
Hopefully.
but
Hopefully.
but yeah, the shit hit the fan yesterday. And I'm already hearing reports that they're backpedaling, or learning. And I believe their excuse, believe it or not. They said that they're going really fast. And as someone that has bipolar, right? If you know anything about bipolar, we tend to have really fast thinking thoughts, and because of that fast thinkingness, we make more mistakes.
You don't
Um,
think things through.
that's exactly right, and you would know that, knowing me as well as you do these days. So I can understand why they make the mistakes, and I can see
And,
why that's happened.
and it's also harder when you're trying to do things really fast and you got multiple people moving cold.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Hmm.
Now what was I doing?
That's really interesting. It's not bringing up chat on YouTube.
Hmm.
Are we on YouTube? Can you tell them if we're live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube.
Okay.
No, we're not. Hang on.
That's interesting. We're only on Twitch, I think. I think there's some kind
We're
of
only on
bug.
Twitch.
Alright, what's going on here then? Go live. Checking.
Mm-hmm.
Bear with me, please, as we sort this out. It says we're
That's not a
live.
problem. Mm-hmm.
Connecting to stream. No, it says we're live on my end. So I guess we're live. I just can't. I guess chat's just not working. I don't know what's going on there. That's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
I will try and add a custom doc and see if I can fix the issue. Bear with me, please.
Mm-hmm.
That chat. Add another one. Chat. Apply. There's something going on there.
Now, I'm not seeing our live stream at all on YouTube.
Okay. Maybe I'm having issues because I'm logged in as us. I don't know why. Live. Yeah, you're right. It's not showing up on the actual channel. Really weird. There's some bug going on. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Can anyone that's in Twitch, are you able to see if we're on YouTube and get back to me? Yeah, I can see you, Wolf Blitzer. I can, but for some reason we're trying to stream on YouTube and it's not working. It's not on YouTube. Why?
Nope. Did it change something? You haven't changed anything.
No,
So
I haven't changed a single thing. It's some kind of bug. Okay, well, the only thing I can do is literally close it down and start it again.
And rinse and repeat. Yep.
But according to, like, when I log into the YouTube studios, we're live. Restrictions none. Oh, visibility private? That might be why. All right, let's try this. That might be why no one can see it. Can someone double check YouTube now? Because I think when I set it up, I set it as private, and that's the problem. I'm an idiot. That was the case. And nobody on YouTube knows that it's around. Oh, I stuffed up big time. So I thought I'd advertised it for 12 hours, Algared. Nobody knew it was around. Let me just double check. Checking the dashboard now.
I still can't see it on.
Yeah, I'm going there now to check it myself. Just hold on. This is going to look great in the VOD later. Yeah, it's up.
Yeah.
I can see it now. I can see it now. It is there now? Yes, it's up now. Okay, cool, sweet. Sorry to those people on YouTube that had no idea what we were doing. I stuffed up big time. Again, I'll put it down to tiredness. We'll leave it at that. Something that I don't normally do. All right, we've got 12 people. All right, cool. We're going there. All right. All right, so now if I refresh this, will this actually work? Refresh. Once broadcast has been created, your chat will appear here. Private broadcasters are not supported. Well, it's not a private broadcast, dickhead.
I can see the chat in YouTube now, which is always.
Let's have a look.
There.
YouTube chat. Hey, there it is. Now I can just fake it till I make it. Cool. Scenes chat. Right. Cool. Sign in to chat. Hang on, just got to sign in real quick. Sorry, we're doing it on live as we do.
Standard day.
Yeah. Oh, especially for me. That at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. I think. Yeah, cool. Get a code. Shit, I'm gonna need my phone. Hold on. Goddamn hackers.
The white has already used up my tea.
Alrighty.
I was just saying the white used up my tea, and it wasn't as if I got here, as I usually do, 30 minutes early.
Yep, that'll do. Give me that one. Send me a message. There you go. Right, cool. So it says,
well, Wolf Blitzer, hello. Ancient Pasta. Thank you for letting us know YouTube was up.
You can tell I got tired. I'm delirious. Not now. Why would I want to hit my home address? Piss off. Come on, I'm trying to get it. There we go. Right, we're in. Hello.
Hello. My name is Nigelmandreo. Prepare to die.
Yeah, I see. I wonder how much that'll work for you when you're in the game. Right.
People who know will know where it comes from.
Yes, they will. And they'll go, this crazy old man.
No. They'll go, inconceivable.
Don't make me cough or I won't stop. Right. Okay, now I got that working. Let's play some of this shit.
Yes, Luke, you only just got the notification because we thought it had been put up for 24 hours of advertising to give you foreknowledge, but we'd missed a button.
Yeah, no, I missed a button. It wasn't Algared, it was me.
Well,
I set it. So normally I do it publicly, but for some reason it set itself to private. So something I just didn't check. I just kind of like went next, like I did, and they've changed something.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about YouTube. They are constantly changing things to make it worse and take longer to do.
But usually I also go in and set up ready for YouTube early as well. And so because I didn't pick it up either. So
yeah, it's all good.
Hence it's us, not just you.
Okay, I'll check you under the bus with me, but like I still blame myself.
Hey, look,
it's fine.
It's a team effort, mate.
So anyway, back to what we were talking about, which is basically how the shit hit the fan, hence the thumbnail. You know, I think they really don't want to gate gameplay as a cost. I think they've kind of got the message loud and strong. And I think if we cut it over to the browser here, you know, this is what they were selling essentially. You know, I've probably got a bit more problem with me and Space Tomato talked about this as well. So things like where they're actually putting weapons kits as well as there's a Scorpius one as well. They annoy me even more than the blades because they know that they're features that people want. So these are features people have waited for, like, give me more gameplay. And so if you want that gameplay, they're going to charge you for it. And that really pisses me off. Like, you've got all these loyal people that have waited here for years, and now you're going to make them wait another 3 months so you can make $30. Like, and that's not a small amount of cash. That is literally an expansion pack for most games in cost there. That is exorbitant. That is over the top. That is punishing your loyal customer that has digitally waited for over 10 years in some cases. And I'm not saying everyone has, but that a lot of people have. Yeah, I'm just very disappointing that you did not read the room on this, CIG. And I let, you know, I fired off a couple of messages to different people at CIG, and they told me they were talking about it. And obviously I'm not the only one that has done so. Obviously there's a lot of other content creators, a lot of public people, and we now have feedback from Xylo, essentially saying that they've got the message. They've given us their reasoning, and as I said, you wouldn't have seen this on YouTube. You will if you're watching the VOD later on. But basically, I'm bipolar, right? And as a bipolar person, we kind of are very rushed and fast-paced people, and because of that, we make mistakes. And that's kind of what they're saying here. So this year they've been going really, really fast, and they missed a step and made a mistake. And I can see that, and I will give them the benefit of the doubt. What about you, Algared? Do you
look? I always think that, you know, people will make mistakes. Sometimes you even look at things, even if it wasn't an actual miss something. You go forward with best laid plans. You come up with an idea. You think this is going to be awesome. It's going to work. And sometimes even your best laid plans fall flat on their face. I don't think it's an endeavor to be nefarious or just rip people off, or give that bad taste. They don't want people to have a bad taste from now on. They want, you know, one of the reasons why they're focusing on gameplay is just because it's part and parcel of the marketing for Squadron 42. If you have bad taste here, it kicks into the sales on Squadron 42.
You start to think, where's this going to go in the future? The bigger and uglier it becomes, like they'll come back to this, and it's like, no, like Mike G in chat says blades will be in game for next patch. Check out Space Tomato. Well, I don't need to check out Space Tomato because literally me and him did a show yesterday on this. Like we found it together live. We were in a chat room as the sale dropped. And he went straight from doing one with me and went and did his own video straight afterwards. So me and Space had a great conversation about this. We were both livid. And I'm sure he got the word out just like I did. That's why he went straight and made a video straight away. You know? And I know we're not the only one. I'm not going, oh, it was all us that did it. I'm just trying to say, at the time, Space was right there with me. You know, we were both livid, as was the other people with us in chat. You know, it was like we read the room and we went, no, and everyone else was like, no. So, you know, just, you know, look, they're human. You got to remember that. They're flawed just like us. They are not ambivalent. They are not gods or anything like that. We all make mistakes. And they're not
omniscient. They're not omnipresent.
I think the important thing is they fixed it pretty quick. They realized their mistake and they owned it. They are maturing. They would almost never admit fault in the past, and they'll just remain silent. They're not doing that anymore. They realize they have to communicate, and I give them kudos, much like I gave John Crew kudos for fixing the issue with the module on the Galaxy, and he fixed it in 24 hours. He's bang and got it done. They've done the exact same thing here. That's what I want to see. I don't want to like yes, it's shit that mistakes happen, but they're gonna happen. It's how you handle them, and they handled this really well, in my opinion. Snap, gone, done, fine. We'll fix it. Yeah, it's stupid. We agree. And I can tell you now, there's some people in CIG that didn't know this was happening. I know that for a fact. So, you know, sometimes the marketing people don't read the room. And I've reached out to the same people I reached out to yesterday, and I literally said to them, you need to start using your people in your Evo, like that are under NDA, and do surveys of them. Right? So they can read the room of the NDA people that can't talk about stuff because they're under NDA, and you can give them a survey and say, what do you think about this, and this, and they can literally reply and say, well, that's stupid. People are going to revolt on that because that's pay to win, blah, 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 blah. They can get a sense of where it's going to go without pissing the entire community off, you know, so let them be the judge. And they do put up with a lot of bugs and stuff like that. And again, they're under contract, so they can't, well, not, you know what I mean, an NDA contract, so they can't just talk. And that's not just content creators that are under that. There's a whole bunch of people that do Evo that are under that as well. So you're getting a really broad, nice spectrum of the community under Evo. And that's how I would do it. But hey, they get to do how they want to do it. I just think it's a resource that's there, and they should try and tap that. It doesn't cost them much extra to do that. Because all it is a guy at marketing, put the guy in marketing in contact with the people at Evo. All he has to do is send out it's on a newsletter list. You know how they send out the letter to Evos anyway? Exactly the same thing. It's just it comes from marketing.
Now, Truther says, interesting, no one is crying about the high prices, but rather the availability. No, I've been crying about more high prices.
I think it's a little bit of everything. I'm going to be honest. Like I said to Algared before the show, I hate the bundling. They do a similar thing in other games. Like I've had multiple people reach out to me and says, this screams World of Warships, right? So in World of Warships, there's one thing that you want, and they'll bundle it with 6 other things that you don't want. It's the same thing. If you go look at the add-ons on the website, now I'm zoomed in a little bit here, so I probably should zoom out, right? Because let's be honest, what do you really want on this Aegis? Like and you kind of click in. For example, I don't want the blades. I just want the skin. But the skin's probably only worth $5 to $10, and they've bundled it with this blade, and the t-shirt and hat is just the ultimate insult. Because nobody wants the t-shirt and hat. Nobody wants to pay for it. We know they don't sell from the ones that they put in the store for years. Remember the bundle where you could buy all the different manufacturer ones, and nobody bought it, right? It's the same thing. Just strip it back to its bare components, and the thing that it'll teach you very quickly is what people actually want. I know from the people I've talked to at CIG that they make a lot of money off skins. This is called being greedy. Just take the money, because you want good customers. You want, if I want something from you and I give you money for it, you keep giving me good product, I'll keep giving you good money. That's how you buy good faith. This is bad faith. This is trying to shove shit down my throat that I don't want. That's where you're going to start to get blowback. I don't know what you have to say on that, Algared. You can tell I'm a bit heated.
He is a bit heated. Look, there's that certain things I was saying before. Don't put the shirt in the bundle.
Same thing. If you want the t-shirt and hat,
save me $10.
Yeah, Woody Ward is saying he likes the t-shirt and hat. Then put it in its own thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like split them up. Don't put them together. Yeah.
There are times I've bought the t-shirts and the hats and things because they make it easy for me. There's some things I like, but I don't want it necessarily in every bundle.
Well, that's the other thing. So as soon as I buy 2, I've got 2 hats and 2 shirts. I don't want that shit, and I've paid for both. Even if I only wanted one, give me a reduction of price then because I brought 2. This is the other thing. Like, it's the same problem I have with packs. Like, there is very few packs in this game, and I'm talking about ship packs here, where you want every single ship in that pack.
Yeah.
And you can say, oh, that's why they do it. It's to encourage you to buy. But no, again, you're talking about a game that's got virtual spaceships. In 20 to 30 years' time, none of these are real items. All of these items will eventually be worth 0. Right? If it was a bundle and I was getting a pack of real shirts and hats, that's completely different. Physical items. Yep. You got to remember, this is reality versus virtual. And that is the big difference, right? And marketing people sometimes don't seem to be able to separate that. Virtual items will eventually, like if all the 1s and 0s disappear, there is nothing. That's the big difference. And yes, anyone that will tell you about marketing and economies and all stuff like that is what people are willing to pay. And I can tell you now, these are not as good value, and everyone can tell that. I'm not a fucking genius here. You go down to these bomb racks, $20 for a 2-pack of bomb racks.
Yeah,
it's insane. Like, considering you go back to there was an Aurora. Was it the ES?
Yes.
$25.
$20
with the game.
No, the ES I don't think ever came with the game.
Was it? Okay. Well, it was. Oh, okay. You can get the raw with the game, and it's the same thing. Like, you've got one there that is $55 for 6 of them. That's more expensive than the game and a ship. Come on, like that's extortion at that point. I think, like, what would you realistically pay for that? $1 per bomb rack? $6. Maybe 10. I'll give them 10. But that is literally locking bombing gameplay, particular ships, behind a paywall. That's a bad precedent, and that really pisses me off. No gameplay should be locked behind a paywall. That is literally pay to win. And I've defended it being pay to advance for many years, but now we can officially call this game pay to win, unless they go back on that. That and the Gatling gun for the Nova tank, and the thing. Now I know they're coming in the game eventually. Just it's so I am disappointed. Leave it at that. Is there anything you want to add, Algared, before we?
Nope. I'll let you rant.
No. I'm kind of done. I'm just disappointed.
I'm doing what I usually do, which is
fall asleep.
No. What once I start trying to play the game, I cannot.
Oh, so
I
yes,
cannot do two things at once.
We do need to talk about that. So Algared is actually in game, right? And for Algared's benefit, what I want to do is here's every Idris, right? So what I want to do is I want to get people on his ship with him, so we can start processing for the review, because you need to see these things in action. So if you'd like to join in game with me and Algared today, we will be taking questions, but I'll be doing the questions because he's obviously flying.
I'm going to pass over flying to someone else.
You can do that too. So if you would like to get in game with me and Algared, Algared's name is just Algared in game. My name is just Execute in game. Send one of us an invite, and I'm going to get into game now, and we're going to fill up an Idris. We're going to take it out, do some missions. So especially Algared, because Algared doesn't get the time as much to prepare for the review of this Idris. So just give me a minute to set up the game. What is up, by the way, with the questions? So if you got any questions, there are no questions currently. So I guess
I have sent a few in YouTube, but
must have missed them then. The bot missed them then.
Discord is it's just a blank screen for me now. So
that's all right.
The joys of doing two things at once.
Well, the bot is going according to this. I will do a test on. Okay, question. Ooh, that is not working. Everything's going wrong today.
Mm-hmm.
It says the bot's working. Oh. There's something going on there. Yeah, there's other people typing question too, and it's not coming through. Oh God, everything that can go wrong is going wrong, boys and girls. I don't know why.
It must be my fault because I'm in game.
No, it's just one of those days, man. One of those days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're really tired and you just want a nice, smooth.
Yeah.
It's working. Where, man? I'm not seeing the questions coming. Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Lemming.
Execute is baked. Well and truly.
Oh, I was in stream chat, not in stream questions. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Lemming. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
And that's why we have Lemming.
Yep, because I'm tired as fuck. Right, game. This may take a second to get going. There we go. Right, cool. We're in game. All right, I'll be on menu here. I'll be starting up a party, Algared. Let's get you in. Invite to party. There you go. There's your invite. All right, so send myself or Algared an invite. And what do we need? We need 12 people minimum, don't we? Yep. So yeah, if you want to get in and join us, now would be a great time. Help us out with a review of this Idris, especially for Algared's benefit, because as I said, he doesn't get the chance.
So this is not a straight Idris P, by the way. It has been
It's not an M? I wanted an M.
Not the M. It's not the M. It is a P.
Mm-hmm.
It does have the Hurston Dynamics executor size 10 cannon beam weapon on it.
Mm-hmm.
It also has a size 7 turret on the front.
You went and got the T kit. You did get the T kit after we talked yesterday.
Well, we need to test it.
Mm-hmm. You there, Lemming?
So,
yep.
But I heard you cough. You gave yourself away.
No, I just keyed the mic for like half a second because it wasn't working.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
Good.
And very non-committal there.
Right, I'm not getting any invites. Looks like we're playing alone, Algared. Nobody wants to come play. They're all at work, probably.
I'm having people send me friend invites.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to accept the friends invites.
Yeah, I am.
But send.
They need to...
Maybe they can't find me. Algared, I think what you need to do is go back to menu. You need to land the ship, go back to menu, get in a group, and then just all go in together. Because the other thing is, remember how I'm notoriously hard to find? It's probably so when you're adding execute, guys, try adding exe and see if you can get that instead. Some people have what are you guys playing? We're going to be playing Star Citizen, but I really want to take Algared out in the Idris M because there's not a lot of people who have got Idris M's and he's got one. And I really want to test out that railgun myself personally. So if we can do 2 birds, 1 stone, that would be great. But yeah, is anyone having trouble adding me as a friend? Cannot find X. Okay, great. Just give me Red Samurai. Give me your name and I'll add you. I'll start adding people. So just if you have me on Discord, just message me on Discord. If you have me on Discord, just send me a message with your in-game name and I'll add you that way. That'll make it easier for me, or at me or something like that. Oh, yeah, yep. Okay, I got one. So Radium TX, got him. I'll add him now. Right. Add friend. Radium TX, send friend requests. Wait for him to accept. There we go. And then we'll go down here and Radium. There he is. Invite to party. Cool. Right. Next. What else have we got? We've got another message here. 2 messages. We've got friend requests as well. Roberto. What did Robert send? He said, John. Right, cool. Coming. Right, John. John. Can you send me the names of the people trying to ask you? You're still in game though, aren't you, Algared?
I'm still in game.
Yep. All right. You're seeing your mistake now? Please tell me you're seeing your mistake now.
See my mistake now?
Yes.
What mistake?
That you should have been on menu for this. All good.
Well,
it's all good. I will get it sorted. Right. Send friend requests. Truther. Come on, Truther. You can do it. Come on. Come on, Truther. Come on, Truther. Come on. Oh, I don't think he's going to do it. Right. I'll tell him I've sent that. All right, I'm going to start taking ones from chat as well. Just give me a second. I got to alt tab back and forward a lot here. All right, Truther accepted. What was his name? Truther. Truther. There he is. Invite a party. And then Opie. Really? Okay. Poppy.
Popeye.
Poppy.
In fact, Popeye.
Popeye? That shit. I don't know which one is the right one now. I don't know if that's the right one because it's not the same as what it's typed, see? So I don't know, Popey. I'm just going to have to leave that one. Sorry, man. I don't know. Red Samurai, friend request sent. You to join the party. Red Samurai, look at red is invite the party.
He's a very sluggish beast.
Yeah, she is. Right.
Which is good.
GroFalis. Just grabbing people as I go through. I'll try and get as many as I can.
Yep.
Add friends. Here we go. Bang, Graphus. And invite sent. I've got Notorious BFG. Not want to delete sometimes. There we go. Delete.
So BFG, is that big friendly giant?
Notoriously big friendly giant. No. Paste.
Socially Confused also wants to join us, I think.
Yep, give me a second. The BFG.
Yep.
There he is.
Notorious _ BFG.
Socially Confused. Hold on. Oh, shit. And I can't spell socially. I just can't spell it. I can't. I'm too tired for this shit. Right.
GroFalis.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Okay.
Right. So there was GroFalis. There is invite coming, and then I had Socially Confused. He's in, and then we had the other one, a Notorious. There he is. Got him. Invite to party. Popey. Still trying to find Popey, but he's just not coming up. Popey. Popey Wan Kenobi. Popeye.
Popy.
Yeah, but he's just not coming up.
It's your night server.
Fleming, g'day. Commander Artemis. Okay, grab him. Commander Artemis. All right. Do you want to do a quick? Are you able to do a? Commander Artemis is coming up. I don't know what to do there. It's not. Delete the underscore, maybe. What's going on there? I don't know. Sorry, Commander Artemis, that's not working. LKC. It's like people don't know their own name. It's strange. And some of them copy and others don't. It's really weird. Maybe it's the chat. I'm going to put this on a different screen so I can read it off chat. Hold on. And then it reset the entire screen.
Of course it did.
Of course it did.
Of course it did.
It really shit me off. Okay. BELASSE. El Cassie, there he is. Got him. Right. All right, Zera's as well. You want to come join us, Lena Maria? If you want. Socially Confused, we've done that one. Notorious G, done that one. GroFalis, done that one. Notorious. Looking here to see if there's anyone else. They're on menus. Nope. That's it. How many you got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd like a couple more. Logging in now. All right, cool. Give people a few more minutes. Go join Algared. But what we're doing for those that are joining us late is we are still going to be doing questions and stuff. But we're basically trying to get the review process started on the Idris, which is going to be obviously really difficult because you need to have all the people on it. So we thought we'll crowdsource it. Why not? And Algared is a bit more time poor than I. So we are trying to do it at a time that more convenient to him, and it's also more convenient to you guys. So we're kind of trying to do 2 in 1. I'm almost tempted to go get Expat and see if she can bring some people along, but she would be doing her cinema thing at the moment. Actually, let's do it another way. Give me a minute. Right, did I bring you guys along with me? I did. Hold on. Where's she? Turn the volume down. What's she doing?
Make me later for a bit and I'll add Poppy.
2010. All right, so let's try another one.
You want leader, right? I'd leader. There you go.
Okay, Poppy.
Do you want to come on an Idris? Yeah, sure, Execute. Just to let you guys know. Oh, I'm getting hit.
You're streaming.
Deal with
Yeah,
this.
I'm listening to Expat. She's talking to me.
Yeah, I know.
It's like she's in combat. Restreaming you right now. You're on YouTube and Twitch. What she says now.
Just to let you know, Execute, we did experience a hacker getting on board the Idris. We had a fully crewed Idris,
Oh wow.
and somebody hacked their way on board, like legit. So just be careful, okay?
Belkasi, can you invite me to the party, please? Someone invited me, and I thought I just didn't even read it.
Yeah. So we can.
Can you make me leader?
If all you guys, if all you guys want to have your Gladius again, we can rendezvous with Execute and Algared. And let them see some Gladius on board their Idris.
No, Belkasi, we've got to invite you, man. There we go.
Sure. What I would say is, if there's anybody else that would like an invite to Execute's Idris.
It's not my Idris, it's Algared's Idris.
2010.
How dare you insult me, Expat?
Just let Execute know now in chat, and we'll get you going. Right. I've been kicked from the party. Oh my god, so rude.
Yeah, because you joined us.
Wait, what happened?
I'm gonna make Expat leader, and
yeah, sure.
And she can just
Yeah, then she can't complain about being booted from the party.
Might be easier. Okay, so in chat, so 2010.
Yep. So she's adding a few people.
Yep.
All right, so I'll invite 2010. Who else in the chat wants to carry on? Let me know.
And we'll take out an Idris M.
Okay, so we will try and migrate.
Yeah, Algared. Yep, they're doing that. Okay.
I'll carry on. Copy that.
All right. So we got that going, but I got kind of.
What was your name, Salty? Sorry.
I'm gonna have to add her on Discord. Oh god, I got so many messages on Discord now. Oh shit. Doc Frost 42. Right, coming in. Oh, I can't add people now because she's leader, but I can add you to friends. So what I'll do is I'll add you to friends and get you in later. So Doc Frost 42. Reckon for a Phantom. Because the more people we can get on here, we can see what the full thing is like. You know, let's get a fully crewed thing going. Oh, you got an M as well. Nice. A few people telling me they got M's as well. That's nice. But the thing is,
I had Discord crash.
Strange, I don't see you anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go get.
I need to go find Expat real quick.
Get moved over to
Serve settings. Members. Where the hell is she?
A place to log out and log back in.
Organized chaos as usual, Algared.
Yep. Well, that's what happens when we try to go in game.
Yep. I gotta set her role. to Merlin so she can join us.
And talk.
I'll send her a message now. Okay. But if you guys do want to get in game while we're still getting other people organized, you can literally just join off Algared. Should be able to click his name and join.
Once we're in game.
Yeah. Oh, you're not in game anymore? You're back on menu?
I'm back in menu.
Okay, well then we can hang on. All right. All right, sorry it's taking a minute, hot minute to get. I'm going to do some questions real quick while we're waiting for Expat.
Yep. So Nova 42 has a question for us.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you think the price of a Starlance attack will increase on Misc Day?
Sorry, say that again. I had music still playing.
Do you think the price of a Starlance attack will increase on Misc Day? 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Already friends, Stunner. What are you...
Like, I expect it'll go up by 10, 15. I was surprised the Idris didn't go up in price on when they released it.
Yeah.
Although they did, the packs are kind of, the expansion packs do kind of subtle price increase, because I think the P by itself, without either the torpedo pack or the K pack, is subpar.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Red Samurai had a question for us.
Yep.
Red Samurai's question is thoughts on why they didn't release the exterior displays of Perseus like they did with the Polaris. Do you think the exterior wasn't ready in time?
Sorry, I'm doing stuff in the background. I didn't have to answer that one.
So why didn't they release an exterior view of the Perseus like they did for the Polaris?
From what we heard, there was a massive rush to get the Polaris one done, and I guess they just want the same pressure again.
Yep. Well, I could see that. You try and do a dozen things, and everything's a dog's breakfast. Do one thing, do it well. And I think that's one of the things that Chris would always want to say. Make sure we do it well, not necessarily throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. So, and I know people will say, but they don't always do that.
Yeah.
And again, I'll just say best laid plans. You make your plans, you try and do it, and then sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Nova 42 comes back with us another question. Nope, we've already answered. No, that that we answered the questions and it goes into the bot. Although that may have been because he thought the bot wasn't working. I'm going to say that is true because repetition of questions there from the guys, because we were having that issue where we couldn't see the questions.
Yeah, Popey, you're not going to get a second invite, man, because we literally have, it's going around multiple people now. You just got to be ready for it when it comes. Because we'd have to go back to Algared. Well, I guess we can go back to Algared.
You can go back to me.
Yeah, but you're just gonna have to wait. Then.
Okay. When it comes back to me, I'll let you know in chat, but it's coming.
Yeah, we're literally trying to organize 35 people plus, so it's just going to be hectic. So yeah. All right. Next question.
More people on an Idris does not matter. An Idris that's only got 12 looks empty. That is certainly the experience I felt as I was walking around.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to be in a turret, you can just be there to watch what goes on. Like I just kind of want to see what it's like with lots of people on there. It's just you're going for an experience is what we're going for. So because how can you review what the engineering's like when engineering doesn't work, as an example? Like you just can't do that yet.
You can't.
So it's more like, what is it like when there's just a shitload of people on one ship? That's what we're kind of going for at the moment.
And we're just not going to have a full the full fuse was put in, because
Yeah. Thank you, ExoWolf07 for the subscription with Prime for 3 months on Twitch. I just saw that. It's up because I've got it behind. It's behind my mic, so I missed it. Hey, Dafty Digit, if you want to join us, man, let us know. You can come in and join us as well if you're not too busy.
I never
modding.
really understand comments that say "Rip Algared." I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
Yep.
He's just a very naughty boy.
We'll see.
2 references to Monty Python.
I think you don't get what RIP means. It's not rest in peace. Anyway,
Oh well. No, I don't get what "rip" means then.
Yeah. He's not up with the cool kids.
I'm not up with the cool kids, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a boring old teacher.
Someone actually managed to find me. All right, I'm leader again. So I'm gonna. I got some more people to add now. All right. Go through here and see who's on the menu. Drafty Drip. No. Doc Frost. I'll invite him. Anyone that's on the menu. Jonesy. In menus, already in green. In menus, Requiem Phantom, Rio Talon, Space Tomatoes already in game. Stunner, there is. In menus, Zakatiti. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, you need to do Popey, don't you?
I need to do Popeye.
Yeah, all right. You do him, and then.
All right, Popeye. Here comes your request. Your friend request has been sent.
All right, take us in when you're ready, Algared.
Yep.
I'm just going to check on
Come,
Expat
Popeye,
real
if you're going
quick.
to join.
Wait, if she's in game, how is she?
Well, we can also bring Hornets.
All right,
Would
yeah.
join off Expat.
No.
Popeye's
You just join once he's in.
Yeah.
Right, she's just got a screensaver playing right now. She's waiting for us. So whenever you're ready. So just join game and go. There we go. In queue. I'm just double checking on Expat because she's not.
Yeah, we probably do have enough for 2 Idrises. We could probably take out 3.
It's not the point. It's trying to get as many on one as
But
possible.
it's not what we're trying to do.
All right.
Okay, they're just joining in now.
So whereabouts are you in game, Algared?
Wow,
I am at Lawville.
Stand by, guys.
Where else does Old Man Hurston hang out? I had to go back to Lawville because that's where all my stuff was. So
It's fine.
if I wanted
It's
to change
fine.
things around-
It's just to tell Expat.
Yep.
Alrighty. At Lorville for me, copy.
Yep.
What kind of meat? I'll bring chicken. Y'all might want to park that thing away from a populated area. FYI.
I don't think we're parking it. I think people just come meet her in the hangout. She's asking me if I really wish she'd get on Discord because she's communicating me through her. Yeah, she's communicating through her stream, but it's a one-way communication where I've got to type back, so it's just really annoying. All right. All right, so yeah, if you're joining along, just make your way to Lawville.
Mm-hmm. Well, Poppy's on Lawville.
Yep. Well, there'll be more and more people there as we get there.
Oh no, he's not. Just seeing all these arrows suddenly appear.
Mm. Okay.
Some of those ooh folk are hanging around Lawville, I can tell. The security's on edge.
All right, GroFalis is here with me. I'm not alone.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And yes, I'm doing what I don't like doing. I'm running.
Yeah, he's weird like that.
Stand by to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Please visit.
Down in my hangar, I think, and I'll spawn it on there. GroFalis, if you can hear me, man, you can just come join me if you want. Save your spawn in a ship.
So Mariki had a question for us.
Yep.
Do you know what ships will be on sale in coming week and which ones are good to buy?
So basically every day of the sale. So tomorrow will be, oh god, I can't even remember what the next day is, to be honest with you. Aegis. No, Anvil's right at the end.
Anvil's now, so yeah.
No, Anvil's right at the end.
Right, okay.
But whatever the next manufacturer is, we talk about each manufacturer every single day, and we make the recommendations of every single ship. We kind of go through and do that. So to just sit here and say buy all these ones, that's a bit too vague. So we'll actually.
So I can chime in. Tomorrow is RSI, Origin, and Argo.
Okay, thank you. So RSI, yeah, okay, there's a lot to go through there. But yeah, look forward to the video tomorrow. They generally come out as soon as we can possibly get them made, and we just release them straight away. You'll be there tomorrow, won't you, Algared? You and
I will be there tomorrow.
Paul, you and Paul, yeah.
And the other thing is all the new ships are going to be actually on display this year.
Yep.
So you go into the hall and you see all the new ships that are coming.
They would be available right now then. To go in and look at.
Yeah, so they're available to look at, and I think they become available to fly on the day of their sale. And the terminals, just terminals where you rent ships or all that, they're the things that change this year. So they've mixed things up. It is different from usual.
So not to drive up hype or anything for tomorrow, but we don't know of anything happening tomorrow.
No, that's
so that may mean that nothing's going to happen tomorrow. It may mean something big is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, doubt it.
Well, we know the Polaris is missing because some Lord stole it.
Well, I mean, you can go kill it now, so.
I'm having a spawning issue.
I hate those.
Generally means I've got to go back to menu.
Yep.
I wonder if Gro's here, or did he leave without me? Graphus. Graphus, are you still here, man? I'll just come jump on your ship. I wonder if he's left. I'll find out. And now the elevator's not going. Oh, there it is. Graphus. Does he even have a ship that I can get on? Let's have a look. Graphus,
dead people.
Graphus, are you still here? Have a look. Lawville. You've got to meet at Lawville, Arjon, because it's a capital ship, but you need to meet there. Oh my god, come on. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to log out. I'm going to have to exit back to menu. Annoying little bug. I'll get there eventually.
Okay, so you just to cut the steel, you can buy that in game now. The cool thing about the introduction of like furniture and stuff is that you can kind of turn other ships into
I've got Expat in the background, really quiet.
2-passenger ships. So we managed to turn the Caterpillar into.
So she's leaving in a Gladius from wherever she is, and she's about 53 away. So I'd assume she's either at ArtCorp or Microtech, or Horizon. Yeah, but she's on her way. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Back in game. Come to the lobby. Alrighty. Let's try this second time lucky.
But remember, the Gladius is like pretty nimble. That was a close one.
Come on, why are you taking so long?
Right, fully fueled.
There we go.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Sorry, I need to mute the Expat because I find myself I'm listening rather than talking.
Mm-hmm.
Your insurance
Right, this,
claim
yes,
has
we
been-
can.
Your vehicle has been
Go
moved to our
back.
storage facility. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has
Do you
been
want me to
moved
ask one of the questions?
again.
Yeah, please.
I was definitely ready to do that when I offered. I don't know why you're implying that I wasn't ready to do that.
I didn't say anything. I'm just smiling. That is completely nothing to do with it. Really?
From Os Veteran, do you think that there will be a Mark II Gladiator?
Agrod's probably better to take that one. He did ask this to John Cron Ben, so go ahead.
I think down the track we will get a Mark II Gladiator, but at the moment, in terms of variants and doing the modularity of the Gladiator, they're looking at it and going, if we put bombs in the torpedo bay, the bombs are just too small, and so they're looking at, do we do variants or do modules? At the moment, they're leaning more towards modules just because of that bomb bay aspect.
You're not describing a Mark II. You're describing a variant. I don't think we're getting a Mark. I don't think we're getting a Mark II. I think we're getting a variant.
I think that's where we'll go. But Chris has always said down the track there would be Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, and
yeah, but also John Krug clarified at Beijing that Mark IIs are actually a new look of a ship. I don't think they're going to change the look of the ship, so that means it won't be a Mark II.
As I said, the variants we get, I think it's just going to be the Mark I. Do they do a Mark II down the track? Possibly, but it's not going to be in the near future. I would personally like to see modularity for the Gladiator, but there are problems with that just because of space and making things look right. So yeah, I don't think we'll get one in the near future.
Shields off.
What the hell? Where did the center of the planet go? Clearly, I am having a day. Right. Maps.
All right. So next question.
Yeah, please.
Raw Meme Noodle asks,
I think
how
you mean,
do you feel about...
Is that ramen noodle?
It's Raw Meme Noodle.
Okay, right.
That's it.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about the line from Xylo's reply? We've decided that for smaller components like flight blades or bomb racks.
What is it? There needs a bit more context there. What does he mean exactly? I'd have to go back and read the full question now.
Basically, he's saying the way they've changed the way they were doing things. So I think basically what you were saying earlier about them backpedaling and Xylo's response that they made them an error, they missed a step. That's where I'm seeing that phrase is coming from.
So,
yeah.
Same answer as before. Yeah.
Yeah, based on Xylo's message, like this was always planned to go in next month. So all they did was move it up by a couple weeks. So
I did try the bomb racks on the Gladiator, but I couldn't get them. Couldn't get them to fit. They should, because their size
I can't warp
3s or
anywhere.
4s.
I just can't warp anywhere. This is
But,
really annoying.
That person just clarified their question and said, I feel like he's just referring to smaller items like bomb racks, but new turrets are not out of the question.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But putting any kind of gameplay behind a paywall is pay to win. And that's just an absolute no-no. Games that
I mentioned this. I mentioned this yesterday after the stream, but I would rather them put a new turret in the game and lock it up to be pledgeable only for a couple months than to make a Scorpius MR version that has the turret and everything else is the same. So I think it's the lesser of two evils.
I got a better one. Don't do either.
But I mean, if they want to put a missile rack on top of a Scorpius, then they're going to do it.
You pay for the game, then you play the game. Like, it's not like, it's just, you might as well, by the time you do all that, you might as well just have a $15 subscription fee per month. You know what I mean? Because all you're doing is basically, it becomes like a free-to-play game where a small section of the community, the hardest core fans, pay for everything, and they are then burdened with freeloaders that are super toxic, that basically come in and destroy entire communities. You look at any free-to-play game, they all end up failing because the people that love it the most bail. I hate free-to-play games. I can't stand them. Every single one of them has massive issues because you get these people that come in that just don't care about the game. You can go out there and look at League of Legends, Marvel Rivals, World of Warships, any of them. They have massive issues with people that just come in and troll the shit out of people because there's no blowback. Absolutely none. But if you're someone that invested all your time, you can't fight back because they'll report you and you have things to lose. So actually investing in a free-to-play game is a really bad idea because they hold you to the same standard as the person that did nothing and invested nothing, because they don't care about their customers. That's what free-to-play tells me. They don't care about their customers. And again, you're saying it's not free-to-play, but again, they're treating it like a gotcha game. Free-to-play games are essentially you pay as you go along. I'd rather just pay a subscription. And then everyone's on the same playing field. Everyone's got the same fence that they've got to, they've all got something that they've paid. They don't want to lose access to something that they paid for. But it literally makes haves and have-nots. And that's why I don't like it. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can't warp anywhere. I don't know what's going on.
You're at Area 18.
Yeah, I just can't go anywhere. Someone's in my ship, I think. My tractor beam. Oh, is that why I can't go anywhere? Because someone's in my ship. Another person in the ship.
I wonder.
I don't know who you are, but get in the driver's seat. See if you can drive. I'm going to go close the back door. Is that you, Graphus? It's probably Graphus. No, it is Graphus. Graphus, you're driving. Go. You warp us there. I'm going to close the back door. Chauffeur! Drive me to Loveville! Alright, he's the chauffeur. There he goes. Alright. That's the little slave. No, that's fine. Yep. Maybe it works for Graphus. Let's see. Personality's flying skills. Driving like he's drunk. No pressure, Graphus. Nobody's watching. Alright, do you want to do another question, please, Lemming?
Sure. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to do the question.
Yeah, Lemming's doing them now. You've been replaced.
Woohoo!
Citizen Dance asks, with the backpedal from CIG on selling flight blades, do you think that they've learned other lesson this time? Would the blades of the Atlas come on SIG be different?
Weapons off.
Yeah, I hope so. Looks like Graphus is having the same problem. Graphus, we'll head back to hangar then if that's a problem. Get another ship. I don't know what's going on.
So I don't think the Atlas was a flub. I think that the Atlas was setting a precedent for something new that just came out. So I don't have a problem with that not being like upgradable and stuff like that. A lot of people do, but I don't.
Lemmings from America. His thoughts and responses don't agree with everyone else in the Inforunners group now.
He
doesn't have free healthcare. He doesn't know what freedom is. It's okay. Oh, we got it working. Wow, we actually warped somewhere. Good job, Graphus.
That's because everyone was watching.
I'm just teasing you, Lem, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. And I don't. And no, I don't have free healthcare. I would love it. But anyway,
it's great. I got laser eye surgery during the week. Cost me nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine cost me like 5 G's.
I still got 2 sessions left, but they had like all in my eyeballs and cost me nothing.
Yep.
Anthony Buddy, and sorry if I'm butchering anybody's name. I'm trying my best here. Do you think that the price of the TAC will go up when it comes out in a few days?
We did that one already, didn't we? We just answered that one.
Yep.
So we did that one.
Different person though, but yeah.
It wasn't marked, but for everybody new that's joined, yes, it will.
Yeah, a ship that is not out yet, as soon as it comes out, it goes up in price every single time. 10 to 20% is the usual standard. All right, when are you ready, Lemmy?
John Chaves, or something along those lines.
We're going to have to get you reading and pronunciation lessons to pronounce these people's names. Now you know how hard it is. You're on the other side of the fence once. It's actually a good educational moment, isn't it? So the mods know how hard. They're like, oh, you guys are slack. You don't do any work. No, it's good. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. I just want to point that out. They don't.
No, they don't
do that at all. I'm just putting them under the bus. Right. Go ahead, Living. Sorry for giving you shit.
Do you like the direction of the new Scorpius turret being slave to the pilot? What turrets do you like to see get similar treatment?
Graphus, you take us the whole way, bro. You reckon? Okay, all right, I'll try it. Sorry. What turret's about? Was that slaved? What? Scorpius turret slaved? What?
Do you like the direction of the new Scorpius turret being slave to the pilot? What turrets would you like to see get a similar treatment?
Well, I think that's what that turret is. It's a response to, like, give a different version of a turret. So essentially, because eventually MFDs, you can put whatever guns wherever you want, right? So I think it's just giving another option. So essentially, if you're a solo pilot, you can put that turret on, and because it's missile turret, it doesn't kind of overpower it with the extra guns. You see where they're going? So it's giving you, it's like a 1.5 instead of a 2, if you know what I mean. And so essentially it gives you a benefit for now. But eventually, you put all the guns on the Scorpius to the pilot. Eventually.
And that's why I'm planning on grabbing a Scorpius turret for credit and keeping it for a couple months. That's just me.
Yeah. I'll see whatever's wrong. Graphus thinks he's fixed. Let's see. Yeah, you did. Good job, Graphus. I don't know what you did, but good job. Kudos.
Anthony Buddy asks, do you believe that they will talk about the Perseus soon after Invictus?
They usually do a ship talk panel, don't they, at every sale, Algared? So I assume that something like that's coming fairly soon. But that's probably what they did at the Beijing thing as well. And that video is now live too, so maybe that is it. They just got it earlier than everyone else.
I'd also look at the monthly report, see how far along the Perseus is. That also gives you an indication of whether they're going to talk about it.
He does say in that video that the Perseus is coming at AIE. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah. Not too long to wait now, 6 more months.
No, not long at all.
I'm going to inject something here. Do you think that the Perseus was planned for this event?
No.
No.
We said, we've been saying so for ages. You know that. That's why you asked, though. Because again, 18 months.
Asking for those people in the room who don't know.
Yeah, I know that. But, you know, how do I put this? 18 months. Every ship takes 18 months to go through the pipeline, basically. Where are we landing? God, there's so many people here now. I can't even see my own hangar. I know it's over there somewhere.
I need a moment. I'll be back in a moment.
No worries.
Right, so while you're doing that,
That one. There we go.
see.
Alert.
Anthony Bunny's question. So Artemis TGM says, "This blade thing, what a shit show." Yep. Anyway, more importantly, Anvil Capital concept sale this week.
No,
We wish.
we wish. But
We
no.
wish.
Whoa, there's a bug. Right, we're down.
So yes, from what I can gather, the blade thing was a bit of a
Clusterfuck.
experience. Mint Stunner says, "Do you guys think the Maelstrom, when Maelstrom is implemented, Sergi could use it to give ships not designated as bombers using the rack negative stats due to the extra weight?"
Not really. There's not that much difference between a bomb and a missile. Like, I think that's a bit superfluous. It might change flight characteristics a little bit potentially.
Yeah.
But that would be it. Not really too much.
I would, depending on the ship and depending on what it is, in terms of atmosphere, I'd like to see a change. But like you said, missiles, bombs,
Welcome to the
6 of one,
ASOC
half a dozen of
vehicle
another.
retrieval
Yeah,
system.
yeah. All right. Where's the
If you were going from a ship that
Your vehicle
stores
has
everything
been
internally and then putting, you're able to put racks on the outside, then yeah, I'd expect it to do a major thing. But I don't think we're going to see that. So yeah. Radium TX says, "Can I fly a Herald into the hangar?" No, you can't fly. a Herald
No,
into the hangar.
I wouldn't recommend it because we know Expat's bringing a bunch of Gladiuses and stuff specifically for it. So that would probably be best. So Expat is here. Oh, there's so many hangars. Right.
Moving on. You are John 7.
Right.
Do you want to put some fighters in the Idris hangar? Yeah, we are. We're putting
Yep.
Gladiators in.
I think we'll leave that with
bringing
Expat.
a squadron.
Yeah, to organise that. Oof, he's got a big butt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess everyone that's on board, take a turret or whatever you want to do. I reckon we'll go hunt the Polaris Algared. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll want to have a shot of that railgun at some point.
Yeah, we'll take the pilot seat.
Yeah, can do. You coming in, Graphus? Yep, there he is. He's coming. Now, I did have a bit of a fly of a pay kit one yesterday. Try out what I'm affectionately calling the butter knife, because that's what it feels like.
It slices.
It slices, it dices. We should call it the Demtel. No one else would get that joke though. Only Aussies would get that one. So I don't know if you guys have it in the States, but we used to have these commercials on TV when we were younger, where they'd try and everything came with a free set of steak knives. I don't know if you guys kind of get the reference. And the company that they did in Australia was called Demtel, and they were just renowned for it. So it slices, it dices, and all that type of shit.
Yep.
Righty.
Joshua AV. Hi. I was helping a friend yesterday with credit buying Idris with no luck. I'm sorry that was the case. Getting an Idris can be an issue. I haven't.
So I will say that this year I have seen more reports of people having problems buying both war bonds and non-war bonds of the whole of the Idris. I don't know if there's less offered. I don't know if there's much more demand, but it does seem to be harder.
He got the message. I didn't even have to speak. That's good. Right. Right. Who are we waiting on?
Says,
I'm just going to check with that.
Because
I'm going to check with Expat real quick and see.
Okay.
Still on a way by the look of it.
So Joshua AV continued and said, "I asked because I'm planning to go for the Pioneer at the end of the year, and now I'm worried that more than ever, but this F5 war is almost impossible to win. I've been here since 2014. Glad to have you aboard since 2014, Joshua. There are things you can do to kind of help with that without using a bot.
I think Expat crashed.
Oh no.
She's flying back now.
This is obstructed.
Crashed a ship.
Yeah, anybody
she's
that's
talking.
thinking about
No, I didn't crash. You crashed?
Yeah, she crashed. She crashed. Okay, yeah, keep going, Lemming. Sorry.
I didn't crash.
anybody that's considering using a bot to get to win an F5 war, man, that is a bad idea. Whew.
Yep.
I can't discourage that enough.
Can we just wait for you guys to
Yep.
launch and then come aboard, or do you want us to come in?
Zegirina says, do you think that a new banner ship will be released before 1.0? I would hope so.
Yep.
So do you want me to just
I did want to put the shark skin on, but that was on the Idris P.
That's
and
fine.
even though
Why didn't you put
it didn't crash,
the black and red one on?
because I know you'd like that.
Exactly. Put this
And I'm a bastard.
awful green one on.
Well, I thought I'd have a look at what that one looked like. I don't really like it, I'll be honest, but...
Yeah, we should have put on the one that I liked, but no.
Well,
You want to call?
have to try new
do you
things.
want to call the hangar?
Yeah, sure. Let me just get...
You gotta be in a chair. Do it.
I'm in a chair. I'm in
All
the
right,
captain's chair.
Cool.
And...
Yeah, make sure you pick up, if you're in the group, pick up the Hunt the Polaris mission. It is not... we're going to try sharing it. If everyone gets it. Checking out Expat screen now.
and share the mission, and I'll gladly accept.
It did. If it,
Yeah, but I was in requesting a hangar.
yeah, then just go into priority and grab it. It's under priority.
We can meet wherever.
All right, open the hangar. We're going to take off. Expat's just above us. Right, starting it up. Oh, shit. Okay. Don't fire the railgun by pressing mouse 1 while you're in the hangar. For some reason, the engines are off and they won't turn on. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to get out of the seat and get back in. It just doesn't seem to want to turn on.
Doesn't like you.
Yeah, maybe. For Igloo? No. I don't know what's going on here. Power off. Power on.
In the meantime, we'll just
Engines just won't. Engines just don't want to turn on. Pressed I multiple times.
Meant to try.
Open exterior. Hold on. Radar temp. This doesn't want to turn on. There we go. They're on.
There we go.
I did it with mouse.
let's get down there and see if we can get a cool angle of
You need to thrust as well.
Yeah, and I also need to close exterior.
Yeah.
Close exterior. Should hopefully be back.
Yes.
We're back. All right, cool. Sorry about that. My computer just hard crashed. I don't know why. Probably doing too much shit at once. All right, we're back. Yeah, well, that's proof that I need to get the second PC up for streaming, because that would stop it from doing that. Even if this one dies, that one will still be awake. So I'll have to get that up and excuse me, up and running sooner rather than later. It's just sitting there. I just haven't got around to plugging it in. Especially this week with this seat, the amount of shit I've been trying to fix with this seat, and it's still not right.
Yep.
Trying to save myself some spending $800 on a new seat, which I really don't want to do. But if I seat in other seats, they just kill my back.
All right. So, do you have any advice for Daedalus says? Do you have any advice for anyone trying to win the F5 war to get an Idris or any other ship?
Lemming would probably be better at doing that than me. He's don't live in a country that's not the United States. That would be my...
I would say join the Discord, and we can go over it in the Discord if you have Discord.
It's fairly lengthy process. It's not the easiest thing to answer in a quick question.
And there are some things you can do to help, but
yeah,
I'm not sure they still work.
Yeah,
because it's been a while since I've had to.
It'd only be getting harder and harder as more and more people come into the game as well. Unfortunately,
And the demand for the Idris right now is seemingly just through the roof.
Oh, yeah. I would also say if you can restart the bot because it may have died. Because we've only got 2 questions left.
It would have died.
Yeah.
I'll restart it now. All right.
Yep.
She's live in the kicking. Yeah.
Are you back in game?
I'm loading back in now. If I click.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Holy cow!
Yeah, always tells when the bot kicks in again.
Yep. All right. Okay, so I'm back in the chair I was in. Did someone sit in my chair and fly, or what?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because you were still there.
Okay, landing gear up. I don't know what Expat's doing, but we're gonna just start heading for Atmo.
Landing gear retracted.
I would say try and meet rendezvous at the station.
Can you see her on your map anywhere and see where she is in game, possibly?
Expat is 2 kilometers to our
rear?
I think our port side.
Okay, in that case, I'll just open the doors now. Opening exterior. There we go. Okay, there's a ship behind us just sitting there, or are they getting on? I don't know if that's her. The last I saw, she was in a white Gladius, so that might not even be her.
Fine. Then again, it could be a...
Did anyone confirm where she is? John over there. Aretha's over there. Expat's over there. There she is. All right, let's go see what she's doing.
Docking request received.
How do I confirm? Got a docking request.
Accepted that docking request.
Yep.
So because we are almost out of questions, I'm going to go ahead and pose one.
Yep.
What do you think about the Warbond today?
What is the Warbond today? I don't know that. I've only just got up.
It's a Nautilus.
Ooh. Actually, that's a good one, isn't it? From memory? Are we wrong in that? I don't think we've seen a discounted Nautilus before. Am I mistaken?
No, we have not.
What's the discount?
40.
That's pretty good. What is it? What's the jump off point on that one?
A Perseus.
Oh, she's watching us fly out. So how much from a Perseus?
10.
Damn, okay, I might pick one of those up myself. But then the Perseus is going up in price though. The trap. So you'd also have to secure one from a Perseus to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, that's the problem.
But the Perseus had a Warbond at
Are you able to
AIE, so...
jump to the Station X?
Yeah, give me a minute. Everest. There's so many markers right now. The
That one.
Shields offline.
thing is,
That's
it's
the ambush point. That's not the station.
Yes, I know. I can't see the stationary grid. It's not coming up on my screen. There is a problem with routing at the moment. Right? It just is not working. So it won't let me route. So because of that, I can't see the station. So I'm just gonna jump to aerial instead.
Okay, close the doors if they're not closed.
They'll automatically close when I jump.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Why are we gonna? Oh. And now it won't jump again. There we go. There we go. All right, I think we'll pick everyone up here. All right, opening doors. What are you thinking about calling this one, Algared?
I haven't actually considered names of the Idrises. Or javelins for that matter.
All right, can I get some test fires with the turrets, please? Just burr everywhere. I want to see a burr everywhere. Go.
Except on the size 7 at the front, because
No.
that's ballistic.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But yeah, everyone else blur. I want to see some burr. There we go. There's some burr. One person in a turret. Wow. Okay. Oh, there's one. Oh, wait. I'll add some burr. Here we go. Bruh, wow. That actually looks pretty cool. There's a lot of smoke that comes out of
That's
that.
also a ballistic weapon next.
Oh shit. Okay. My bad. How many shots do you get?
I think 38.
That's still a
I
lot.
think you can see on your board, yes, but still.
Output 0 of 38. No, that's the
That's power, and I'm not sure.
It'd be under weapon 494. It's a lot. You sure? That's a lot of ballistic shots. Anyway,
A lot of cargo space.
I somehow turned the weapons off and I didn't even press a key. Oh, someone else is doing it, right? Right, Expat's coming aboard.
Yep.
Just seeing if there's any more ships.
Trust and security has arrived. Good.
All right. I think that's just the 2 ships. I think I can't see any others coming. So we'll close it up.
Now, one thing with the PDSs on the PMs, PDS are all lasers. The PDS on the T-kit are missile range. So,
yeah,
which one is better? I don't know.
Well, this
I
is
wonder whether
so the M's got
a mix would be good.
So the big difference I know that I looked at, I only went back yesterday and deliberately checked it out. The M has more armor, but this turret here at the back is missing on the M.
Yep.
So you actually have your defense becomes not offense, so to speak. So you're switching armor and losing a turret.
Yeah, you lose a tail turret. Yes.
Essentially. Right. Let's get around.
But the Idris M also comes fully equipped with all 10 point defense turrets, as opposed to the P, which only has 5 to start with.
The hell, now I can't rotate the ship.
It's about that time that I need to leave.
Someone
have a good stream.
See you, mate. Someone keeps turning the engines off.
It's probably someone who's turning on the power of turret.
Yeah.
Or doing something else.
It won't. It's saying it's too close to warp to it. This is a weird bug. All right, it wants me to literally jump away. Look at the roofs. It wants me to jump to stand and back again. What? Piss off. Something's severely wrong with this at the moment. I need to find an OEM.
It's only 900 kilometers.
Yeah, no, there's clearly a problem with the routing at the moment. I've been having issues with it since I got on. So we'll just go around. We'll do it manually. Just fly around. All right, we've got Red Samurai up there on the big ballistic gun. You can see him in front of Algared. So, yeah. But what you could probably do, Algared, is when we're flying around shooting at stuff, is call out things you want them to shoot, because you wouldn't believe how helpful that it is to have one person in third person that can just see stuff and like see what the bad shit is to shoot. Isn't that not warp? Already there. Right. Can we actually warp to the ambush point, or is it going to play funny buggers? It's going to play funny buggers. Right. Yeah. What the hell? This is so... What the hell is going on? All right, I'm just going to cancel that route. It's doing some weird thing. It wants me to warp to somewhere else. So we're probably going to have to fly there manually.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Boy, she does not turn quickly, does she?
You're the behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
Gladiator's in the hangar, Caps.
Hey, Expat, how you doing? We're just having troubles routing.
Copy that, Execute.
You should join the other
I
Discord.
will take my position on the bridge.
Did you want to join us on Discord, or do you just want to keep comms staying game?
You
Oh,
could
I
do
come
both.
stay in game if it's cool, because I'm yabbling away.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
yabbling. You know I'm a yab.
Yeah, but you can come yabble with us if you want. It's up to you. I've given you the role in Discord if you want to jump on. Totally up to you.
Sweet. How you guys doing? You want to put this thing through? It's
Means
been-
I get to hear what you
Yeah.
say.
Algared can't hear you for some reason. I don't know why, but I can hear you totally fine. Considering he's in game right next to me, I don't know why he can't hear you.
Oh, he just has to refresh his comms in game.
Yeah,
in
gotta
general.
hear that.
Comms on.
You got to refresh your comms in game. She said. Alright, well, I'm manually flying us over to where this Polaris is meant to be because we're just having routing issues. So I've got a couple of minutes flight because it just does not want to fly there. I'll try one more time before I manually fly there, but I don't like my chances because it keeps trying to.
Algared, can you hear me now, Cap?
I can. Yes. Yay.
All right, we're picking up speed. All right. Does the Guardian fit? Is that a can it fit question? Are you serious?
Does the Guardian fit in an Idris? I think it's a fair question to ask. I don't know. We haven't tried. If
Well,
you've got one,
Of course it bloody fits.
I'm tempted to try an Idris. Not an Idris.
You heard it here first. Algared's got some weird kinks. Yeah.
Can a Connie fit in the Idris?
No. No.
So,
No,
I'd
cannot.
be willing to give it a go.
Like here, there, right. Well, this is a long, boring fright. CRG, please fix the routing because it's rather annoying.
Yes, we'll play the lift music.
Stop turning the guns off and on! Oh my god. Who is doing that? I've had the weapons turn off like 6 times now.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Watson has a question. Do you think it is likely the Ironclad will be able to have ships land on the top cargo door?
Yeah, possibly, but like, why wouldn't you just land inside?
I would expect no. Because
Oh,
it's a cargo door, not a lift door.
it depends.
not a-
It depends on the
not a-
size of the ship landing too. Like if you can land, like, and the angle of the doors, and there's a whole bunch of things. There's no definitive answer there. Test it when it comes out.
But you will certainly be able to open the doors and land inside.
Hmm.
And Nova 42 had a last question. I've seen an image of a small, very sleek ship. It appears to be a cockpit-only interior. Do you know the name?
We haven't
A
seen the image
small,
that
very
you.
sleek ship.
We haven't seen the image you're referring to. It didn't use your eyeballs. That is not a technology that we have. Mind reading would be awesome, but do you have mind reading, Aaron? I don't have mind reading.
No, but based on the description, I'm guessing it could be a Kruger light fighter.
Oh, well, if we're taking guesses, I think it's the Drake Cutter.
Okay. So, but small, sleek, that it fits a description that they've been working for Kruger, so that would be my guess. And I don't think we've heard a name for that either. So
No,
the game
no.
can't answer that.
No, we have not had a name for that yet.
And that's it. Stream's over. Questions at
All
time.
right. Top speed is 850. But yeah, if you want to put in more questions, put in more questions. But we will be doing them more slowly today. This is just something we wanted to do that was a little different. You guys know, obviously, we don't get the chance to get in game too often. All right, we're 28Ks out, so I'll probably cut the speed around 10. But yeah, top speed's about 850, so she's not the fastest. There are other ships here, so that's a good sign. Objective arrived ambush point. All right, so putting shields back up. It'll slow us down significantly. So obviously, I think we're just waiting for them to rock up now. Nice build. They do look like players, those ones there. Drazen asks, do you think we'll get different ramp states similar to when they discussed on the most recent IRC vid with the Caterpillar? They talked years ago about like the ramps being dynamic to the terrain below them. I do think that's still going to be a thing because it's really obvious with the fact that some ships get completely lifted up by their ramps. Just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I think that's something that they certainly want to do to make the game work better and look better.
Yeah, it's a quality of life feature, isn't it?
Yeah. But at the moment, it's probably not needed for the game to work. But as you said, quality of life.
Yeah.
So, John 7, Old Man Hurston, Idris or Kraken? Well, I've got both.
Yeah, why, what's that taco mean? Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? And I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, you really, until we see the Kraken in game and can kind of safely compare the two, even then there's so many gameplay features that are online you can't fully compare. I think the only thing that you would agree with me on, Algared, is this one is a lot more combat orientated. It's still support orientated, but you've got a lot more support in the Kraken, and which is why I went Kraken. I'm like, I can get combat in other games. SC, cool, it's got combat, but I'm coming here for the different gameplay personally. Can't speak for yourself, but that's me.
If I'm putting them up against each other in a combat, ship on ship, I think the Idris defeats the Kraken. But when you bring on the support ships, that could be a different thing. And it'd be interesting to see how the 10 PDS turrets on an Idris M or the regular Idris do. How do the laser PDSs work over the missile turrets? What does the Kraken have in that regard as well? They're all factors we haven't been able to test yet, and so yeah. But I do like the idea of the Idris. I always like the idea of.
There's two other Idrises here, by the way. There's one over there firing a laser. I don't know if you can see it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, there's a red ship. Well, there was a red ship, and then it disappeared again. But there are some baddies here now. Let's go take them out. Get in there. Well, they get all the kills. Alright, I'm going to mark some targets. If it'll let me. Target dead ahead, guys, if you want to try and take that out.
The one that's being shot at by the Idris.
Oh, got him!
From my view, it looked like he missed it.
No, it actually detonated and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fire, but... Oh, they're firing at us now. Alright, fire everything! Dead ahead! Hit him again.
Fire everything!
Yeah, that's it. This takes a while to reload, this railgun.
Yep.
Dead ahead, boys and girls. Dead ahead. Oh, I think it's... No, it got flares. That's why.
And that's where the railgun will always
Hit him
work.
again with the railgun.
Ooh, yeah, that hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's like there hasn't been a shot that's missed. By the way, they've all hit. You can see the explosion. That's how you know you've hit them. And now
You can. It's a very nice.
now they're
very
regretting
nice
their
sound.
life choices because they've just realized we're an M and not a P.
Yep. Oh, it's only a P. We can take them. And,
Yeah.
oh, now they run. Yeah, and they run away.
Are they dead?
No, they ran away. They walked.
Oh, they warped out. Oh, the cowards.
Yep.
All right, we're still under attack by another one. There's another ship shooting us. Let's turn. Oh, there's a lot of bullet fire coming in, boys and girls.
We got a lot going out too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a lock, but I can't. What is shooting us?
It's on our rear.
Yeah, no, it's above us and they're coming around
Yep.
behind us. I'm evasive maneuvers. Hold on. They got behind me. Yeah. What should I can outfly your butter knife?
Mm-hmm. I did some damage, I think.
Yeah, we're taking some damage, but if I can get on them, it'll turn. And I'm now coming to bear on them. Just taking time. And he's trying to maneuver behind me again.
Yep.
That's right.
He's behind us.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Things not exactly fast, Algared.
No, I know. Maybe,
Hold on. If you look at what's happening, you'll see what's about to happen, Algared.
I am watching.
Contact.
Got him now.
Shields under fire.
Where is he? Is that one? That's him. Got him. Knock, knock, motherfucker.
He certainly didn't like that one.
No, he didn't. And then he needs 1 or 2 more shots and he'll be in real big trouble. I think we can safely say the M is superior. Because as far as I can tell, the railgun seems to be going through the shields. I could be mistaken, but that's what it feels like.
It feels like it's, but we always knew that, like the lasers tend to...
Well, ballistic
You know,
versus
because they
laser, you know?
Yeah, the lasers are always there, so they do less damage over, but they, over a long extended battle, they tend not to run out of power, or run out of ammo, whereas the sticks, once you've used them all...
Yep. The other thing is I'm actually targeting his laser. That's the really... So, like, if I take it out, like, he's got nothing to shoot back with. And then right now he's trying to get behind me again, but that's not going to work because I'm flying backwards.
Yeah.
Which is why I used the rock because I knew I was gonna lose him on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, fire. There we go. I can't actually see how damaged that thing is, you know? It just...
Yep.
They are starting to run, though.
The captain's got no
Yeah.
plans to look at, so...
Yeah, it's unfortunate. No, it's just...
Bit hard to see what the damage of MA's...
It's just saying unavailable on my screen. Maybe someone in chat can tell us if they're in one of the turrets or something. Oh, he's come for ram. Red tactic. All right, let's go defensive.
Full power to the front shields. Ramming speed. Yeah, so, hi John. There's, we had a one-on-one with Idris's yesterday. After 30 minutes, they were both still alive.
Oh dear. Well, the other one, this one's staying to fight. The other one just left real quick.
Yeah, we may have done more damage to him.
Maybe already had damage.
Yep.
Oh, now there's another. Now there's a second one.
Yeah, the other one came back.
Oh, there's now 2 more. Wow.
Are these players or?
Oh, they look like players, but yeah, we're going to be in trouble here now.
He's now fleeing, isn't he? Yep.
I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to turn. It seems pretty red to me, but I'm probably just seeing things. There's a lot of shit going on. I do not like the fact that I can't tell how damaged he is.
Yeah. Or how damaged we are.
Well, I actually saw someone, so I think it was Burke Black. He's a fairly large streamer in real life. He took a Polaris and he was like, he had it right up the butt of another Idris and he just torpedoed the crap out of it like 3 or 4 times and soft deathed it. But we're doing damage to them because their back door is permanently open now.
Yeah. So our back door is open as well.
Yeah, we've probably been shot a few times from their laser. Oh, that's their front door, I've just realized.
Yep, our front door's open as well.
Yep, that means we've taken damage. Our shields are down.
Alright, time to exit stage right.
You coward.
You
were the captain, you get down with the ship.
Yeah, I'm ordering a withdrawal.
Oh, you want to get out, do you?
Yeah.
No, I want to go to the death. Let's go to the death. You got a second one. We'll just go on the other place. So what is it?
I don't have a second M.
Yeah, it takes an hour to get back.
Are you mutinying against your captain? I've just said withdraw, and you'll say no.
Having fun. All right, I'll do one more shot on him, and then we'll. Not gonna get one more shot at him. All right. Well, there's no way to warp out though, Algared, because the warping doesn't work. But I will try.
Increase our speed.
Oh, something just exploded. Oh, that was probably a missile.
That's probably the first big bang we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, torps.
I think we might be dead in the water. Yeah, we're dead in the water. Everything just went off.
Oh, self-destruct. Like, for doing a mission or kill the Polaris.
Well, it took 3 of them to take us out, though.
Yes,
No,
but
that was
we
that
were
was a
trying to
lot.
do the mission, kill the Polaris.
I think we're
not
soft X to
take on
Expat.
players.
Expat, take the captain and get off the ship. Save him.
Do we have any repair options?
Nah.
A valiant effort,
No.
Captain.
Oh, that was pretty cool. It took 3 of them to take us down. Have you guys all had fun? All right, we'll rendezvous back at Lawville and we'll grab a pee. Isn't there an ejection thing here somewhere, Algared?
Yeah, but
Oh, it's already been ejected.
what's been ejected?
Well, it's not here. There's no look.
People already abandoned ship. That'd be...
I don't know, but there's no look. There's no thing here. All right, so I'm just trying to think what I should do. It's probably just kill myself and then go back to ArcCorp and then fly from ArcCorp. Probably what I'm gonna have to do. That was fun. I could probably bring a big ship back and get everyone. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna kill myself and then I'm going.
All right, you should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, we're gonna hear now. We're gonna I'm gonna go get a big ship and pick everyone up. Actually, Algared, you should just go get another Idris and come back and pick everyone up. You'd be closer, and I'll just meet you there. I shouldn't have killed myself at all.
That looked amazing from our end.
Well, that's what we were trying to do.
That was a battle.
What we're trying to do. Just get
I think we're getting aggressed, guys.
Aggress? What do you mean?
Sounds like we're getting hit.
Oh, getting boarded?
Maybe.
boarded.
They're back, guys. They're back.
Yeah. Well, enjoy, because I just killed myself to go get a ship to come pick you up, so.
Yeah, you might want to evasive maneuvers.
We're soft
We
death.
did in the
We
water.
can't move. The last torpedo that came in.
Ah.
The last torpedo that came in just soft deathed. Just as we were about to get away, we got soft deathed.
Copy that. I'm going to try and launch out the back.
Yeah, go for it. Take Algared with you. Take him back to Lawville.
It's a Gladius. There's 2 Gladius currently in the hangar, so
Well, I guess it's first person to the Gladius. Run! It's like there's only 2 parachutes. Go.
Did you do? Oh, I duped them. Do you think? Did you have your moment in the room where you gave like your inspiring speech?
No. I just I think Algared went fire everything, and we just fired everything. And that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Fire everything.
And how did it feel finally after all this time? You know, here's your fully crewed Idris. You know, bang.
Well, the first one that was red that we attacked, he got very scared. I only shot him 3 times with a railgun, and he fled. And then we started attacking the next enemy, and they started fighting back. Or no, they started attacking us while we were attacking them. And then we managed to turn it around and start attacking back. Then 2 more Idris turned up, started attacking us. So it was 3v1, which is why I pretty much got destroyed, I think.
Algared, are you down here in the hangar?
No, I'm lost in the ship.
If you can get down to the I might not have a lot of time. If you can get down to the hangar, you'll see this Gladius launch.
But yeah, we just wanted to get as many people on an Idris as we could and just get some really big Idris fights going. And yeah, we weren't disappointed, were we? Did you like the railgun? Was that a little bit different for you over the
All right.
All right, are you in the hangar, Algared?
I'm in the hangar.
I'm actually streaming right
All
now,
right,
mate.
give
Just give me a minute.
Give me permission.
Launch.
Oh, okie dokie. Happy stream.
All right. Stream says hi.
Hello, stream.
Gladius away.
Another beautiful day in the verse.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to be doing in game today, mate?
Well, my buddies are in orbit.
Well, we were just in a massive Idris fight. We were in an Idris M, and we're under attack by 3 Ps with lasers, and we made the first one
So
scared.
are these guys with you as well?
That sounds
Is this like Idris versus Idris?
No.
No, it wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't planned. That was just random.
We were trying to do the Polaris mission.
How did you find them?
I think they were
we were
just
at the Polaris mission.
they were at the Polaris mission, and one of them was marked as enemy, so we just started shooting them, and then it turns out they're probably players or something. And I just went from there.
You started shooting it before we marked the target, and then that.
But they were red anyway.
No, they were red ships. So problem is they've done some, you know.
Right, I'm going for the board, guys.
Large scale war.
Hmm.
Good luck, my friend.
Oh, they've got a fighter in the sky. Engaging.
Algared, you should probably just kill your character and then go back down and spawn another Idris. Would just be quicker. Just hold down backspace, Algared. Oh god, someone's parked a Polaris.
They got 2 fighters launched.
Not much.
I need to disappear for a bit. I'll be back in a sec.
Nice.
Or a minute.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Let's try that again. Been enjoying the patch, Expat?
Oh, stand by, guys. I'm in a fight with like 3 other ships trying to.
I thought you were a lady. You guys can multitask. Come on.
Keep them from shooting you guys.
I'm dead. Get away.
Ooh. Oh shit, that's a Hornet.
Alrighty.
Oh shit. That's not good. Oh my goodness. Eject, eject. Helmet.
You didn't have a helmet? You ejected?
I lived. Oh, for some reason my character doesn't want to believe I've got a helmet on, even though I do.
Maybe it could just be sound effect repeating. That has been about.
No, I think it's just. Yeah, there we go. It was just lag.
Okay.
I fought them as long as I could and ejected.
Alright, well, I'm coming with it. So are they still attacking it or what?
They're out there, yeah. I think your Idris is getting smashed.
Yeah. Well, it was already soft-deffed. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3v1 thing was a bit much, though.
Pilot in the skies! Pilot in the skies! Require immediate evac! I've ejected over an unknown moon! Ah!
That's no moon!
But I live to fight another day!
Did you get to see the have you been watching Andor?
Oh yeah, Andor's amazing, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed
I mean, how they managed to make the Empire so scary and so menacing.
Well,
after all this time. I'm so happy.
it's because the
I'm
entire
happy at how
show,
evil the Empire was.
the show actually had a theme, and the theme was sacrifice. Everybody was sacrificing in that show, you know. And you go back and look at all the other Star Wars shows, they don't have an overarching theme. They just have characters, and they don't have like a cohesive theme. You know, even the bad guys were sacrificing. Like I forget her name. The chick and that guy, you know, that weird relationship had. She actually sacrificed her relationship with him. What she wanted.
Look. Watch. Careful of spoilers. I would say.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how many of the people in chat haven't watched it.
True.
And the best thing we could possibly say to everyone is watch season 1.
Yeah.
Watch season 2, and then go straight in
to Rogue One. Yeah.
Rogue One.
I would also say though, it is
a different way.
Yeah, it's a very, very slow burn. The first scene especially, you got to watch about halfway through, and it can be quite boring, especially the first 2 episodes. But that you need that slow burn to really set up the rest of it. And the second season's got these 2 episodes at the start that are a bit the same, but actually the first 3 are the same. Yeah, if you don't like slow burns though, it may annoy you.
I just think it's great at oh hey Cosmic, hey Red Munchkin. I think it's great to I think they did a really good job of fleshing out the rebellion in a way that like, and even some of the episodes feel very like French Resistance, which harkens back to like the original Star Wars being like feeling like it's World War II in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Star Citizen.
And they really caught that vibe.
Yeah. They really did. Like, and the fact that the people of was it Groma or whatever it's called, they all speak French or whatever, or French-like language.
Well, yeah, it's like a alien language based on, you know, French dialect.
Yeah.
It's really clever.
Yeah. Was it Groma or
paying
Groma?
homage
What was it called again? Do you remember the planet? That's a G.
Yeah, it's just G. It's
Gorban. Gorban.
No. It's
It's Gorban.
Close.
It's called the Gorban Massacre. That's how I remembered it. Gorban.
No, you're close, but it's not. It's not that.
I'm gonna Google it because I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway.
Yeah, Google it. You're close, but it's not that.
I'll just nod my head.
It's Gorman. Gorman. You were close.
Oh, it's just my accent. Yeah, it's Gorban.
Gorman.
Oh, Gormin.
Yeah, there's no B.
Oh, Gorbin. Oh, whatever. Gormin. Oh, it's Ghorman. Gorman.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, Gorman.
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 Yeah, no, it was really cool.
Yep. And
yeah, it was nice to get, I don't know, Star Wars. It feels like Star Wars again, you know? Like it wasn't all shiny and happy and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was tough back then. It was suffering.
Yeah,
the only Star Wars was, you know, the first one.
Yeah,
the first trilogy.
I think they've really forgotten how to make it, to be honest, and that's just Hollywood as a whole. Like, when's the last time you saw a comedy, as an example, from?
Well, I think they just got a little bit fascinated with the whole, you know, oh, people like laser beams and lightsabers, and it's like,
yeah,
nah, people like characters, people like emotion, people like to feel something when they watch something.
Yep, no, I agree.
They like good writing. I mean, you know.
Well, you know more about than us with your profession in the film and stuff. So I'll defer to your piece.
Yeah, I just couldn't get behind much of anything.
For those interested, waiting on a train.
How's your so Algared, what do you have in the hangar? What Idris do you have?
Which Idris don't I have?
Yeah, that was his M.
So
that was his M, by the way, not mine.
Right, so that's the M, and then you've got the P as well, and I guess you put the K kit on it.
I've got a K, and I did pick up the C by credits just to test it out. So I've basically got all.
Wow. So sorry, did you say a C?
No. The T.
T for
The
Terry.
T kit.
Oh, a T. The T. Okay. Okay.
The T kit.
What do you think about the addition of these kits? How do you feel about it?
Actually, don't mind. Like, variation is nice. I get that people see, and I agree, that giving the Idris the T kit where it can fire 4 size 12 torpedoes basically turns it into a large Polaris.
Right.
That I'm not sure is necessarily a good thing. Given that the other thing that it gives the Polaris or the Idris is a size 7 turret. So that kit does that. That was one of the things that the Polaris, the Idris, I kept saying Polaris, one of the things the Idris lost when it went to the P is they took the size 7 off the nose mount off the M and replaced it with a size 5.
I see. So the T almost gets you the closest to the M as you're going to get.
Yeah.
But
So
could you combine the T and the K?
You can.
And pretty much.
Can,
Oh wow.
The Idris that I do have, which hopefully is around, has the size 7 turret attached, and I do believe I put the size 7 guns on it as well.
Okay.
But Expat, I think everyone's back at Lawville. Expat, you're the only one over there, but I'll come pick you up.
Okie dokie.
Oh, why am I doing that, idiot?
I'm just in a Hornet.
How are you in a Hornet? I thought you were in a Gladius.
I switched. Remember, I died.
You died.
What, and you just flew all the way back?
No, I've got my spawn set here instead of Lorville, so I don't have to take the train.
Oh man, I think my screen is playing funny because on my screen you were out at
yeah, she's 1.2 gigabytes.
Yeah, I'm at Hurl 1.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to kind of stop anywhere, like in the middle of space where it's nice and safe.
I got quantum interdicted just before I got to Hurston. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I can I don't even see my screen. I'm like a 5 millimeters from Hurston, and it's like quantum interdiction.
Oh, Hurston security heard that you took old man Hurston into a dangerous situation and didn't do as you're told.
And they wanted to thank me for doing it. Yep, I get it.
So have you got a crime stat? Have people been angry at you shooting at them with that railgun?
No, I didn't get a crime stat.
No, because they were all red.
They were all red. They were bad boys.
We're fighting our UWU, United Workers Union.
Just so everyone knows, everyone's UWU to Algared. Right.
All right. Well, I'm showing.
All right, I can see Expat.
I'm showing up. All right. Do you want me to set course to you?
I'm on my Polaris. I just bought a Polaris because I was going to pick everyone up, but
copy. So
I think we're heading down.
The Idris still needs to launch from Hurston again.
You can.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell you are, Expat. It keeps saying you're near Crusader. I'm having this massive trouble with
yeah, I'm in the
direction.
I'm in the direction of Crusader, but not at Crusader.
Oh, okay.
No, we got more.
So I'm just coming into Hurston now. I'm 20 away.
Radio. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw you come in.
Right, so we've answered that question.
Alright.
So Grayson says...
So I'm going to get a... What were you saying earlier about Execute, about streaming my channel and blah, 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 blah? I don't know. Did people see what I see right now, or...?
They were. So what we did was I was just in the browser and I went to your Twitch to see if you wanted to join us, and they could just hear what you were saying because I had the browser up.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, I was getting some amazing external views. I don't know if you want to have a brat cam or something from my stream or something, but I was getting amazing external views of those battles.
Well,
I'd have to set it all up or whatever. It would take a minute.
You put her in as a third person.
Yeah, well, that's the other way. You could just
stream her.
You could just join on Ninja to camera 1, and I could do it that way if you want Expat, and you can just share your screen as your camera. Is that too much effort?
Like the virtual camera thing?
Yeah. So so where you if you
do you think it would be as good as just tapping into the Twitch?
Well, it's already set.
Wouldn't it be kind of
it's already all
looking?
It's already all set up to do that. You see, so that's why I'm saying it'd just be easier because then I can just use it like it's an integrated camera.
Yeah, but if you use the
alrighty.
camera and show your gameplay instead of your face, then
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
face
Stand
would
by.
be your gameplay.
All right, I just
Let
walked
me
to
see if
you.
I can start virtual camera.
I just walked to you, Expat. So.
So Nova 42 has a question. Is the Kruger Light Fighter an announced concept or was it a leak? It wasn't a leak. It was on an ISC and they were talking to the ship crew and they were talking about the ships they were working on, and one of the developers was saying they were working on a Kruger Light Fighter and they even showed concept work for it, but it hasn't been sold or anything like that. So,
Algared, how do you feel about me coming down and landing, and I'll take a Polaris of people, and you take an Idris of people?
Yep.
Next pack can just go wherever she wants.
Yeah, I'll jump back on the Idris. Do you want to?
You can probably fly it if you want.
Those...
You want to fly it for him?
No, probably not. Probably not a good idea if I fly it.
Well, someone's got to fly it.
I'm sure this. Well, I mean, maybe you should fly it again, Execute. You did such a good job, damn it.
He's on his Polaris.
I'll come on my
Maybe
own
I'll
Polaris.
try. I'll try and fly it.
It's up to you. I can come and fly it. It's fine. I'll just land this one.
Yeah, come on. He did a good job. I mean, you were hitting all your shots, dude.
I didn't miss a single shot.
We were over here. Oh, dude, we were over here. We were fascinated.
Yeah.
Right. But next time we need to go somewhere that looks cooler, because that was a green hunk of goo.
Yeah, it was very dark.
That was awful. That was one of the worst locations I've seen in Star Citizen so far. It was like green goo craziness.
Unfortunately, that was the location for the ambush point.
It was like the
Yeah.
you know, Darth Vader in the dark corridor type of thing. It was like that. All the laser beams.
Yes, that's not a moon. Execute, do you want to send me? I've got my virtual camera started, so if you want to send me
just let me land.
Login or whatever.
Yeah, let me land and,
sure.
And then I'll get it sorted.
And y'all can have a look at what we're seeing on the outside of the Polaris. It's pretty cool. I mean, Idris. And for anyone on my side, if you don't already know, we're talking to the Inforunners. If you're not already following the Inforunners, you definitely should be.
Because we're kind, considerate, loving, sweet, gentle, all that other rubbish.
Remind me what you did last week to those 3 Woo girls again? Exactly.
I didn't do anything to the Woo girls.
I'm
telling you,
yeah, sure.
That's a side effect of having too much Evercrack.
You can make up all the stories you want. You never get to convince me.
But see, this is the great thing about everyone else having an Idris. I just kind of go, hey, can I bring a bunch of people and then we just like take over your Idris? Yeah. And they're like, yes. I brought 12, 13, 14 people to Sandig's Idris today. So we managed to do the Polaris mission. We launched 6 Gladius from the hangar successfully. And they went off and flew. Unfortunately, only 3 pilots returned, sadly. But their sacrifice was not in vain.
Well, how's that go? Your life is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah, we did the briefing in the briefing room, and then proceeded downstairs for the screenshot session.
Man, that did not see that stick. It came out of nowhere. All right, I'm landing now.
So I'll just cruise around and wait for the launch of the Idris, so you guys can see yourself from outside and how cool you look. That's the whole point, right? It's just, I mean, that's why you get these ships, you know? No. I don't know why you guys spend so much time on your stream talking about functionality. I mean, let's face it, we're just here to look cool.
That's why we've got.
I thought that was extremely fun. I had a lot of fun firing that railgun and trying to outmaneuver that guy, keep him off my ass. It was great.
How did the turrets feel, being turret gunners? Because obviously
talk to chat because Algared didn't get in one.
No, I was
Red Samurai. The person who talked about Red Samurai, he was on that front turret, right up front. The Red Samurai.
It's a tricky
Let's
one
not
because
chat.
these Polaris events are very laggy, and you know it's difficult, right? It's a difficult technological achievement to try and get this working all nice and smooth and whatever. So I don't know if we're getting the full, you know, understanding of how it's like, you know, at these big Polaris missions. It looks epic, but you know the frame rate is, you know, never ideal.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty smooth for me. Like it's only getting smoother and smoother.
Oh yeah, well,
and...
you and your super fancy computer, of course.
Look, I saved 4 years to get this thing. I deserve it.
Nice.
And I just had my chair kind of break. It's not. I've been able to I got paddle pop sticks and shit in this thing trying to hold it in place. But it's 90% of what it was. But it busted the other day, and yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually bite the bullet and get a new one. But have to shop around, see if we can find it. There's not a lot of. We don't get as big a selection as you guys do in the Northern Hemisphere. You get shortchanged a lot, and obviously things cost more to get them here because they're especially big things like chairs.
For chairs?
Yeah, like good computer, like ergonomic chairs are like 800 Australian dollars. That's like the place of like a PlayStation 5. That's the cost, roughly in that ballpark.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Jeez.
For a good chair, right? Like I can go buy like a $30 wooden kitchen chair, but like for an actual ergonomic one, that they cost a lot more.
Do you use like a lot of these what is it, like the mounts and stuff? Like do you have sticks and mounts and the whole deal?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, none of that.
Because that gets costly.
No, I haven't done any of that. Yeah, everything gets costly down here, because especially when it's bigger, because it's got to get transported here. They just don't build chairs here. They're all built in, you know, they put them on a boat in China and ship them over here in a box, and you've essentially the weight of them and stuff like that. And the bigger the chair, so something like a Herman Miller that they don't actually pack down, they cost even more. Like, so you know that Logitech Herman Miller chair, the Embody or whatever it was called? That thing is like over $3,000 here. You know, you can get cars for that price, like decent secondhand cars. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we get.
But you can't play Star Citizen in your car, so.
But
what's the point?
my GPU, the 5080 I got, that cost almost $3,000. So, in perspective, I think we lost a few people, Algared. I'm not seeing all the names like before.
No, there's a lot of people kind of flying in and flying about. I don't know if people are bringing fighters in. There's another group coming in with a bigger ship there.
Yeah. Well, if you want to come in with fighters and just kind of join the fight, you can do that, or you can come hop on the Idris. But Algared's Idris is here. He's got the shark teeth. Did you see that really cool picture I posted in? I'll bring it up real quick. I posted it because I think Expat might appreciate this one as well, because I thought it was very cool. And Lemming got the reference straight away, but no one else got the reference. It was pretty funny. Where is it? I'll have to scroll because it was yesterday. Yeah, this one. So I'll just flip it over. Expat, I know you probably can't see this, but yeah, so what it is,
it's all good.
It's essentially in complete black except for the moon or the sun behind us, and it's the shark teeth on an Idris K with the laser firing and the laser lighting up the face of the teeth. And Lemming got it straight away. He goes, "Oh, look, it's a shark with laser beams on its head, like from Austin Powers." Yeah,
that is quite funny when you think about the reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that? Oh, that's another Idris. Oh my God, we're watching another Idris. Hey, you need to get my camera feed. I'm watching another Idris leaving the.
I'll do that now.
That's so cool.
Hold on, I'll do that now.
So, but it's so cool watching the Lorville skyline. You see all these little ships come and go.
The size 7 guns are not showing on the
24/7 camera at Lorville.
They're not coming up?
No, they're not showing. They're manned.
2010 in there.
Yeah.
But it's not showing them as equipped.
You know, do you remember the password, or do you need me to type that as well, Expert? Yeah, I'll type it.
Maybe just type it in just in case.
There you go. All done.
Hopefully this works-ish.
Game. Yeah, well, I got it up ready to look at, so just let me know when you got it. It should technically, you should pop up in between me and Algared. But what I'm going to do is, yeah, hang
You
on.
need to hop off the pad because I need to store the address so I can change the turret.
Roger, doing so now. Expat will here in that bottom right hand corner when she gets on. Hopefully. I moved you over to the center.
Yep. Tell me when you're
Audio
clear.
output destination. Can I put that to nothing or?
Yeah. Just mute it. Fine.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I do this. Well, it says Grim, but I'll change the name. Hang on.
Mute.
Give me a second.
Sorry, Requiem.
Video mode. Okay. Teams. Camera 1. Need to go.
There you go. Hopefully you're seeing that on your side.
I'll let you know when I do. One. Yes, we are seeing it now. Just got to redo your nameplates real quick.
You also want to share the screen too.
What are you talking about, Algared?
You are not sharing the screen.
I am sharing the screen. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, you mean in?
Go and we'll get to see you. You guys fly out. All the cinematic glory. Right, all fixed. If I go back to studio mode, go back to game. There we go. All right, so you'll be in the bottom right whenever I'm playing, but I also can go back to say something like this, and it'll be just you. Yeah, we can see it. All right, just waiting on Algared to respawn his thing. Copy that. We're chilling, watching some ships go up and down. It's pretty cool.
Still not ready for it.
What do you mean?
When you store a ship, sometimes it just takes time to let you access your ship again.
Oh, okay.
All right, on my side, guys, we're sending this feed across to the Inforunners, who are currently streaming simultaneously on Twitch.
And YouTube.
We're just getting it, and YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe.
We'd have a lot more people on YouTube.
We're just
we only stream.
We're just enjoying the opportunity to have a look at some Idris action today. I was going to be doing something else, actually. I was going to try and get some Ace pilot helmets, but I've had a bit of a struggle getting through those missions, to be honest. They take quite a while, and I haven't seen an Ace pilot yet, so...
Yeah, they're pretty random when they pop up. Just a random roll. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go ahead, man. We've got too many people waiting. But... spawn it, please.
Okay, that should be done.
Alright, cool. If you got it, that's awesome.
Says it equipped them. Let's see if it worked.
A lot of people like that Morello helmet, don't they? They've all got that one on.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Morello helmet.
What is that one from? I haven't seen that one before. It's kind of like an oily, purpley texture. Kind of cool. I don't know that one. That's kind of cool, man. Good work. I like it.
Ooh, there's somebody launching in a C1, guys. Ooh.
Yep. Oh, just taking its time.
Yep. Gotta load the whole thing in. There she comes.
Oh, look, there's people on the train. Oh, man. So cool when the world feels more alive. With the more people in the server and stuff.
On our screen, Expat, we just see you looking at the starport. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Just looking at the starport. We're just seeing ships taking off and landing and waiting for you guys to undock so we can see the majesty of the Idris P with the K kit and the T kit and the.
How do you actually get in, Algared? Where's the switch? I've never actually done this bit, so this will be interesting to learn. I want to see where it is so I can get in myself eventually.
Where it says ramp access.
Does it? All the way down there. Oh, so is it the back, is it? Or?
Yeah. The ramp is the only access point.
Okay, interesting. Is it like near one of the landing legs or something, or?
Nope.
Oh, just, yeah, I see now. I see now. So I'm assuming it's just a button.
Just an F key.
Yeah, cool. I am really surprised this thing does not have an elevator. That is a bit weird for me. Then again, it was built for Squadron, and most of Squadron's going to be what? Just
space.
Just in space.
Well, they said that even the Idris is going to get updated, right?
Yeah,
It's not
eventually.
it does have docking collars.
Yeah, but the point is, like, you would have an elevator for this thing to land. Like there is like the elevators they've got right here, for example. Why the hell don't they just go down to the ground?
Because they don't. Yeah.
How do we close the gate? Is there no button here to close it?
There's no button to close it. You've got to close it from inside.
Okay.
There is a button to close it, and it's
Where?
up in your hangar control area.
Oh.
So where the hangar control officers sit, they can open and close both doors independently.
Shows how much time I've spent on the Idris so far.
How much time you've spent on the Idris sober? God, I hope it's a lot.
So far. I have to put up with.
Well, I was on Sandix today. Obviously we've been on the Idris a few times with the the various missions they've done throughout the years. So it's all roughly in the same place, just a lot cleaner.
Went the wrong direction.
That's okay, so did I.
No, I didn't. Oh, that is the docking collar. You lost again. Is this it? No, that is not it. What is it? I know it's near. Oh, yes, yeah. Looking the right way now. And then here we go. Yep. Yeah, we got it.
How often do you guys get lost?
It's not as much as I used to.
It's not easy to navigate.
Well, I've figured it out now. It just sometimes I
Takes a
turn.
minute.
It's more likely I mix my doors up, like they look too similar to another door or something like that. So yeah. You want me to take it, Algared, or you flying?
No, I'll take it this time.
All right.
I'll take her out this time.
All right. Well, we'll get in the captain's chair. All right. Wait till everyone. Make sure. I'm just going to double quick check and make sure everyone's on board and around.
It's always a good idea.
They're on. They're
BRB,
on.
and then we'll see you take off.
Yep. I think we're all on board, Algared. I think you're good to go. I can't see anyone around in the thing. There is a button there on the dash, Algared, that does say open exterior. If you hold F on it and right click, you can go close exterior. And I'll would expect big cam for this one. Sit, doors closed, Algared. Good when you are. And she's got long landing legs.
All right, I'm back. Do you think you could give us a little cruise into the workers' district when you take off, Algared, this time?
The workers district? You mean to do some security sweeps?
No, to take out the trash, Algared. That's what.
Yeah, you got to remind the workers, the immense power that you have at your disposal.
Expat, thank you for that super chat. He says, have you guys noticed the lack of new Invictus paints? Was hoping to get one for my hammerhead.
The black and red paints that come with all the AI blades, they're the Invictus paints, essentially. Sadly. All right, here we go. We're
So is
taking
this
off.
you guys launching now?
Yep, that's us.
Copy.
Landing gear up, Algared, when you're ready. There she goes. There we go. Now I can see it. It looks so different on my screen to yours, Expat. Like we look like a tiny little ship. But if I flick it back over to mine.
Oh, he's flipping around. Oh my goodness.
Weren't you telling us you were sober?
It's all okay.
We're all gonna die! Who let the crazy old man fly the spaceship? The look on his face is priceless. He's like, okay, don't fly us into this building. I'll teach him. All right. Do we still have that mission for the Polaris? Let's have a
Probably
look.
still do.
It's still there. I'm starting to think it's bugged. I really am. Wait, we could just arrive at, because we arrived at the ambush point, but there was never anything there to neutralize. I think the quest might be bugged. Wait and see.
He goes Hornet up beside him.
If I
And yes, I don't talk when I'm flying.
Yeah.
One of the problems we found when we used to do streaming, didn't matter whether I was in a turret or not, I would just stop talking when I was streaming, and if I started answering questions, I'd stop playing.
Yeah.
So, and then everyone would yell at X because he was playing the game while I was trying to answer questions, and yeah, we just decided, we'll just answer questions and see how that goes, and well, it just went. She's very slow, isn't she?
She's alright. She'll get there.
Another
I do
Idris
think-
down below you guys.
Yeah, I can see that little dot down there.
Just bear with me. I've put up another screen. I don't know if this is going to work. So if this goes to shit, apologize, but I'm trying to get it set up so that one's not turned on. Give me a second. Turn that on. Hey! But now it's called CitizenCon live stream. So I could just turn that off.
I do like the shark skin. That does look nice.
Studio mode. There we go. So now you can see me or Algared or Expat. And I go to that one. There we go. Aha. Expat, are you able to come around in front at all? I'll see if I can get you on my screen.
It would be nice to see the Perseus get a similar skin to.
The shark tooth one?
Sure.
Yeah, I reckon it will. I'd be really surprised. Well, there is another shark tooth. Isn't it in the Scorpius? Could be mistaken.
Yeah, I can't remember which one. I do vaguely remember there was one.
Oop, there goes Expat.
Yep. Zipping past.
All right, we're heading off to Paris. Do you want to let Expat on board, or do you right to go there on your own? Expat?
Maybe if you guys get on in space, I'll jump on board.
Yep.
Are you still not in space,
Once you
Algared?
exit atmosphere.
Yes, we're still not in space yet.
I knew Algared was slow, but that's slow.
Like I was saying, she is a slow bird.
Say that about Expat. She's not slow.
Here,
So mean.
until then, we'll
I'll
We'll
just
come
shake
up
my head
beside
and
you.
discuss.
in formation.
All right,
There you go.
we'll have a look at chat for a second and see if we got any questions real quick.
We do have a few questions.
All right. Let's have a look.
Socially confused is the top question.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll go read them. Stream
Yeah,
questions.
apparently you can put the Zeus in there, yeah.
Socially confused says, "What do you think this Invictus will be known for? Idris or CRG mistake?" I think that'll be told by history, not by us.
Hmm.
I don't know. What was your take on it, Expat? Why we got you here on the blades and the bomb racks and that type of shit? Same as
It's
everyone
been a
else.
long time coming, guys. I've been fighting that fight for a while. I just think more people need to be, I think I've said it a couple of times this stream, but I don't think there's any need to gaslight CIG into pretending that everything's okay when, you know, it's not, right? I think now's the time that we can be open and honest and give, you know, concise and, you know, fair feedback about how we feel about, you know, all the parts of the project in the game, whether it be how the tractor beams work, or, you know, if you like the ladders, how the ladders work, or the FPS, or like the balance of a gun, or, you know, the pledge store. I feel like it's all part of the same project, and if something about the project makes you feel uncomfortable, I think it's the people that have been here for a long time who are best situated to, you know, advise them. Now, obviously, people advise them in all kinds of ways. Some more, I don't know, more sharp than others. Some have a bit more of a softer touch. But I think for this one, like, I fought against the Hornet Mark II. I fought against the Atlas not being in game at the time, you know, that everyone else had it. You know, you had to buy the Atlas, you know, you couldn't use it in game, and it did provide a gaming advantage for cargo people. It did speed up, you know, cargo transportation and like loading, unloading, you know, which didn't feel fair. So anything that provides like a, you know, a gameplay advantage to a certain extent, I feel like it should be in game. I feel like CIG shouldn't need to use FOMO tactics and, you know, scarcity and all these kind of things to get funding. I feel like they have a supportive player base. I feel like they have a supportive community. I feel like they don't need to use these tricks anymore. I feel like we're all in it. We see like progress, gameplay, improvements, fun. All of this is going to lead to people continuing to pledge, continuing to buy things in the store. I just feel like, you know, anything that continues to erode the trust in the community and the community community feeling in the long term is going to be a mistake.
Surely we're in space by now. We're miles away from the planet.
Yeah, that's why we've stopped and we're opened up.
It would be nice. It would be nice to feel more like part of the team again. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I haven't felt that way since 2014. So, I think for me, I basically suggested two things. They need to start using the.
Sorry, 1 second, Execute. Let me just acknowledge this incredible raid of 155 people that Moist Noodle dropped on my head.
Hey, Moist.
Thank you very much, Moist Noodle. I'm here with Execute and Algared, guys. We're currently testing Algared's Idris. Idris fleet. We've tested one of them. and we're going to just land on the next one. But yeah, sorry, Execute, you were saying. Thanks for the raid, Noodle.
Yeah, hope you're well, Noodle. Good to see you, mate. So I was suggesting that they need to start running marketing things by the Evo Cardi, because Evo Cardi is obviously made up of not just content creators but regular people, and all those people are already under NDA. So if they had an idea,
let me know when you're ready to when the ship is stationary and holding for landing.
Yeah,
the ship should be stationary and holding for landing.
I believe you might be drifting slightly. Just hold your stick or your mouse.
Hold X, Algared.
All right, stand by. Going in, number 1.
And the other thing I was going to say was, if they're going to sell stuff like that, I'd actually rather a subscription model. It's too much like free-to-play games, where a small subsection of the community is paying for everyone, rather than everyone paying their own share.
Hornet 1 touchdown. Hornet 2 coming in.
And we don't have a third.
All right, close her up now. Everyone's in.
Hornet 2 touchdown. Thank you.
All right, move out, Algared, when you're ready. Expat's starting our stuff. He's good to go.
I'll head up to the bridge and we'll show these people some awesome views of the Idris in action.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not the same horrible pea soup we were in earlier.
It still looked really cool though, didn't
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can find a way up here. Welcome back on the Idris, guys. This is Idris number, I think, 4 for the day, maybe?
Yeah, I had a few yesterday as well.
They're super rare, guys. They're super rare. Super limited, guys.
I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when the Krakens come out. Like it's... Yeah, well, I don't think they fully intended to be releasing like 100 a year for over a decade. Like, I think they initially probably wanted, what, 300-400 of them, and now they've got like, it'd be close to over 20,000 of them, I reckon. I'd really interested to know the number, but that's a stat I would like in a Q&A. Can you give us a rough number of how many Idrises and Krakens and Javelins there are in the wild?
Yeah, well, let's see, I reckon they sold 400 Javs in the first year.
They did.
They sold about 400 every year since, so...
Yeah. Let's just do a quick math.
First year was 2014.
Was that the Jav, was it? Hang on.
That was a Jav, 2014. 400.
So we'll say 10 years of them, and then plus 1. So,
that's 4,400.
Hang on, I'm opening the calculator now. Just give me a second. I gotta hit the right button. Calculator. So you said 400 a year?
Yep. Since 2014.
Times 10.
Is 4.
Yeah, it's 4,000, and then you've got to add the sale yesterday.
400.
Well, I just add another 200 because it's been Invictus, so plus another 200 is 4,200. Does that sound about right to you, Expat, in your brain? 4,200 Idrises in the wild, roughly?
Oh yeah, I mean it could be more than that though.
That's kind of scary. Well, that does definitely mean there's less Krakens, because the Kraken just hasn't been around as long.
Yep. We can't do a quantum jump to the ambush point.
Why not? Oh yeah, same problem I had.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe jump a little closer though, because flying 600 is a bit far. How far is that OEM away?
That's 632.
Yeah, do that one. It'll only be 100 Ks then, instead of 500.
Look at the size of that gun.
Sure you said that to all.
You.
Sure you said that to all the boys, Expat. Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fire the letter. I want sharks with laser beams attached to their head. It's almost on the head.
Well, it's kind of below, but you know.
Yeah, they got close.
They need to have one that's got an actual shark fin. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like the helmets. Headhunters need those type of silly helmets.
You kind of see now on my screen if you could put a shark fin there, it'd kind of work.
All right, what's the plan, Captain?
I was actually saying, we were talking to these guys yesterday, Expat, about the Hurston laser. Wouldn't it be really cool if there was like an ice laser that like freezes over your ship and then you could hit it with stuff and it like maelstrom cracks?
Execute.
Yeah. Why
are you wearing World of Warcraft armor?
I'm not. This
in
is
Star Citizen.
This is Wicklow's armor. That's a full set of Wicklow armor.
I'm pretty sure back in the day I did a raid in World of Warcraft and I got a similar looking set of armor.
You probably did.
I'm sure you've raided many men's wardrobes over the years. I'm not going to comment there. I'll let you make up your own mind. Yeah.
Fire control on the front turret. Probably because we're in quantum mode.
You can't fire any turrets.
This is definitely a really cool paint for this.
It is a very cool paint.
I think the stripes help it, like, you know, like the flat areas, makes it more, I don't know, makes it look a bit more detailed.
I really want to see the black and red one, but Algared deliberately is not putting on chips because he knows I want to see it. He's been an ass. The only one I haven't seen.
I actually thought this one was better.
Oh, I think this is good, but I've seen this like 4 times now. I hadn't seen
it.
Anyone with the black and red one. Well, it's the same thing. That's why I got you to bring the M in, because I hadn't seen no one in game with an M. I haven't even seen a T yet either. Technically speaking. Actually, no, there was one guy said he saw a T yesterday, but yeah.
I'll take a screenshot of that for you.
Did you see the thumbnail for today's episode, by the way? I'll send it to you because I
did not.
I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, we're 60 kilometers from the ambush point.
60 kilometers, copy.
The episode was called "Well, It Hit the Fan," and that's the thumbnail.
Nice. You should have put not only shit on the fan, but you should have put some of the blades. Like
I didn't want to be too gross. I tried to keep it a bit civil. But yeah.
Pilot Algared at the helm. Is this the first time you're piloting one of your Idris, your Idri?
It's the longest I've flown one of the Idris. I did.
Longest you've flown, nice.
So I did fly
executing the captain's chair.
I just flew it solo yesterday. And then I did fly it this morning up to Everest and then back down, and then it glitched and made me have to claim it rather than let me call it back.
Oh dear.
So that's why the M
Terry gunner with the most power.
That's why the M came out rather than the P, and why the M didn't have the shark skin on it. 28 kilometers from the site now.
A devilish turret gunner. Oh my! We got a golden man! Oh my goodness!
Golden man? Where?
In one of your turrets!
Oh, there you go. Okay, a gold man.
Yeah.
Executive armor, huh?
Executive armor in one of your turrets. Fancy.
Obviously, must be a Hurston employee.
Yeah. Must have had a bonus.
Person
Mhm.
executive.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll do a quick question while we're heading in.
Yep. Yeah. Now that we're about to go into where there's possible combat, now start answering the
We've
questions.
been
Yeah, that's a good one.
socializing. Leave me alone. Okay, Steve Martin says, question, will the K-Kit, K-Kit was originally sold with the remote S4 turret
Oh,
being
I'm good here.
automated. Do you think they'll be add them in the future? Yeah, they'll come with AI blades when they come in for the turrets, obviously. Callan, with lots of X's either side of his name, says, can Idris turret gunners scan nearby ships to ID them? If so, how close do you have to be? Haven't tested that. Maybe someone in chat that's in a turret could probably answer that for you. It's not something we've had time to test. Stimpack Steve says, what are your thoughts on Idris so far? Algared, I'll let you take that one first.
It's big, it's sluggish, it takes a while to kill. It takes a while to kill. So it takes a while to kill other Idrises, and it takes a while to be killed.
Look, I had someone at CIG ask me, are you looking forward to the Idris, you know, today when it came out? And I gave him a Bugs Bunny yawn.
Okay,
because
at our side.
Yeah, for me, we've been looking at this thing for the last decade. It's not exactly new. There's nothing really left to spoil, you know. When you've shown it off so many times, like...
Contact, Avenger Titan.
Not really special anymore. All right.
He's not showing grey to me. We've got a Connie.
I can't see anything yet.
I've got a Connie, but it's blue. It's not
Yep.
red.
Okay, well, we're just going to wait till the enemies turn up then. I'll do another question real quick. Stimpack Steve says, is it true that the Idris size 12 torpedoes can two-shot the Polaris? God, I got no idea. I haven't had a chance to test that. But we can take Algared's Idris T out eventually and we'll test it. How's that sound? Marek says, is there any info on the Polaris PDTs being fixed so they don't shoot your own torps as soon as you fire them? Are you serious? That's a thing?
Don't know. Haven't tested that yet.
I didn't know it was even a thing.
I do remember there was...
Again, the Idris is going to take us a little longer than normal ships to review because it's so much larger.
Captain, Avenger Titan.
Can you see it,
Directly behind the ship.
Is it behind the ship, Algared? They wanting to get in? They're just sitting there.
Unsure of their intentions.
What is their name?
Oh, Wing Wiggle. Wing Wiggle.
Oh, you know,
I know
friendly.
That's friendly from Wiggle Your Wings.
It looks like a guy called Stunner. Oh, it's Stunner. Open the doors. It's just Stunner.
All right, I'll open the doors.
Just Stunner. We should blow him out of the sky, but it's just Stunner. Let him in. He's harmless.
All right, we might. No, there should be just enough space. Yeah, there should be enough space for him.
There's a third pad.
All right, SCM down, Stunner. SCM down. No pressure.
Yeah, nobody's watching, Stunner. If you stuff this up, no one will laugh.
Here he goes. Here he goes. The old jitter of Star Citizen.
Yeah, in a bit more.
Oh,
Steady,
little bit of
steady.
bit of desync.
All right, close the door. He's in.
There he goes. Landing gear down. You got this, pilot. Successful landing. Welcome back, Stunner. Go to the briefing room. Lunch is served in the mess hall in an hour.
Oh, he's not.
So when that,
he's
Take
not.
off a shower.
He's not part of the crew. He's the janitor. Why do you reckon we let him in?
When that Polaris left last time, that's when we should have left. We failed because we didn't kill the Polaris before it fled.
There just wasn't a Polaris to kill Algared if you do the math. There never was one. I think. I think
Idris, you were fighting to start with, was it?
Yep, it was red and sick of waiting. Oh well. Don't know if it's even going to turn up. Algared, give us a fire of that laser. Show me what the laser looks like. You hold it down for longer, Algared. It's a beam weapon. You hold it down.
Yeah.
Doesn't run out of power either. It's about, I think it's about 2 to 3 lengths the time of the actual Idris itself too. It's quite long. But it's definitely not as strong as that railgun.
Fire laser!
Algared, you gonna fire lasers for Expat? She's got a camera set up for you to fire. There he goes.
Oh, that like a laser bolt when you do it.
Some of the thing that these ships are not going to turn up, Algared. I think we should just go do
I have a
something
feeling
else.
they'll not turn up.
Yeah.
Like just looking, I've got targets.
Captain, Anvil Gladius.
Yep.
Well, someone else just turned up that wants to get in.
Another.
Oh, geez, here we go. We have some ships.
We do? They just turned up?
Yeah, but
Oh.
they're green.
Corsair.
I'm not seeing anything that's green out red. They're all blue. They're
Anvil
all.
Gladius lined up behind the ship. Friendly or unfriendly, guys?
Well, let me have a quick look.
We're full.
Yeah, the ship's full. Whoever's behind us.
Looks like enemies. Looks like enemies are around. I don't know.
No, they're all blue.
Well, there are ships.
They're all ships, but they're all blue.
Oh, I better take the Polaris mission.
Yeah. If we're in the right spot, because tells us this is where we're meant to be, but maybe we need
Says
to.
we're in the right spot.
Maybe we just need
And
to
it gave us the
drop
We
it.
just got to neutralize targets, but there are no targets.
We're in the right spot for you, Expat, or is it you got a different one?
New objective: neutralize Polaris before it escapes.
Yeah, and this is where we were before, and it just
And that's
never
where
ever,
yeah.
never ever kind of eventuated.
Contact Idris.
Really? Yeah, but it's
that's not
blue.
gonna be.
Blue, isn't it? Algared, is it friendly?
I'm lagging. My targeting scanners are not working.
You want me to take over flying then?
Yeah, you may as well.
Swap your chairs.
Pellicles is wanting to get.
Idris, 9 o'clock high.
Hey, Billy Keys, I don't think you get back in the ship if you don't move quick, bro. Alrighty. Let's have a look at what's going on
Multiple targets circling, guys.
Oh, if worst come to worst, we'll launch our fighters and.
here. Yeah, they're a friendly Idris. They're just sitting next to us. It's all good. Hey, that's an M. I wonder if that's that guy. Oh, he's even got the black and red skin on. Nice.
Yeah, he probably did it for you.
Got
Just
taste.
for you, X.
Well, it might have been that person that joined us that said they had an M.
Oh, who did that?
Idris
Oh, that
M
was
lining up.
Someone just
Oh!
Someone just crashed into us or fired on us. No?
Someone just shot someone. There was I think the missile turret on the other Idris shot that ship.
Oh,
Shot
shit.
the
Yeah,
shot the little fighter. Just
it's
obliterated.
I believe it's a C1 or a spirit of some kind. Yeah, that's definitely a spirit. I just can't tell what variant. It looks like a A1.
One thing I did notice is that the cannon, both the size 10 and I thought the size 7s were bespoke. You couldn't actually swap them out
Oh, they're fixed.
because I was going to swap the railgun and put it on my P,
Hmm.
and I couldn't.
No, you
Let me
can't.
take a look at the external hatches.
You can't do that. It's fixed in
No.
the M. Yeah, at least for now.
But I was hoping I could
Hmm.
because
Dock A clear.
What I really wanted to do was put the Hurston laser on my M.
Dock B
Because-
clear.
Because then I wouldn't have to worry about running out of ammo.
All right, Algared, I'm going to go through the last of these questions while we're waiting. Do you want to go through the last questions, because we're probably down to our last 15 minutes now.
We are getting close to
Guys.
that. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch yourself here. We're getting kind of surrounded.
Belcalis, do you want
to for shenanigans?
Belcalis, do you want to take us for a fly and just grab a mission and go somewhere, if you would, please, while we do some questions?
Yep.
Belcalis, can you take control of the helm, please, man? Grab us a quest to do and get on the way. Thanks, mate. No, this chair, the pilot chair. You fly. All right. Let me have a quick look.
All right, so Mariki's question, we've done that one. Nova 42 this is my first Invictus in-game. During AIE, there was a different manufacturer each day on the floor. Is that the same for Invictus? In the past, it has been. In the past, they'd do each day and then bring out
showing up
ships.
for the Hunt the Polaris mission.
No, it's not. I think it usually takes a couple of minutes to refill.
Well, then maybe we hold then.
Yeah.
So in the past,
I'll just go for a fly.
In the past, there were different days for each manufacturer at AIE or at Invictus as well. But this year they've changed it. What they've done is the main floor has all the ships that are coming, all the new stuff that's coming, and the only thing that is changing are those rental terminals on the side.
Yeah.
And each day they will go through a different manufacturer's ships are available on those terminals. And that means really the only thing that we're seeing different would be on the sale page. So the skins, the ships that are available on sale, the war bond upgrades and things like that. So in the past it's been the same as this year it's different.
Yep.
Now Aiden had a question.
Yep.
And by the way, Expat, feel free to chime in on the questions if you wish as well. Aiden says, when is Drake Day? Both ironclads going to be available to buy? Also, would it also probably go up in price to stay the same price as it was on an unavailable ship? 450, I don't know, just curious. Drake Day is always the last day of Invictus. They usually don't get an invite at all. There's confusion this year as to whether it is still Great Defence Con as a separate event or whether it is.
Yeah. But the ironclads will be purchasable on that day, regardless.
But the ironclads will be purchasable on that day. Will the price go up?
Will they even come out? We don't know, but I'd be saying that you can purchase them, and that's probably where I'd leave it.
That's about all we can say is they will be purchasable. If they do come out and they're flyable on that day, the price will go up. That's all we can say. But is it coming? I don't know.
Shinobi Trip says, do you think it was an oversight? The bomb racks fit practically on everything but the Gladiator. Once again, the forgotten child.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so, but I'd also think that from what John Crew and Ben said, is they'd essentially look at another variant for the Gladiator because it's already meant to have bomb racks. It was talked about a long time ago. And so rather than just change the missiles to be bombs, I think it would be getting a more thorough going over. Yep. I think you'd agree with that, Algared.
Yeah, because the torpedo bay in the Gladius is supposed to be swappable for bomb racks and cargo and all the rest of it. Just having those wing-mounted missile racks be bomb racks, I think would be an oversight. And so I think they are going to redo the Gladiator. Whether they give it a modular treatment, whether they give it a variant treatment, that's still up in the air, but I think they're leaning towards variant. So, yeah. Luke's Adventure says, how do you replace the turret on an RSI Scorpius?
You would go into the vehicle manager, which is inside the Mobiglass app. So by pressing like F1 or F2, and then the vehicle manager is the second one on the right hand side. And then you would go in and select your Scorpius. Then you would navigate your way to the system of the turrets and then swap the turret over, essentially.
Yeah, as I've discovered,
Where
doing
are
the
we?
conversions for the Idris, you need to have
One
the-
second, guys. Maybe if we take it to Magda, do you think you could fly low over the water at Magda?
Yeah.
It's always an amazing sight.
Well,
Yep.
Belize, I think his name was, is flying. So, yep, if you can hear that, take us to there, mate. Just follow Expat's lead. But you're saying, Algared?
So you need to have a ship summoned, but not out. So you need to retrieve the ship.
It needs to be delivered, not retrieved.
Not in the hangar.
Yeah.
So you need to deliver it to the hangar you're at. Hopefully that's also where you've got all your stuff. Once you've done that at the terminal, then go to your Mobiglass, go to your vehicles, and then slide down to find the vehicle you want, and then you can actually change the components and stuff. It's a bit convoluted, I have to admit.
Yeah. Head to Magda, please, pilot. Right. Now the last few questions now. SA asks, this is for you, Expat.
Tell me.
SA says, sorry, I'm not familiar with your content. Haven't been around much the last 2 years. He's been deployed, by the way. He does shows with us as well. How long have you been playing, and what is your perspective on CIG as a development company?
So I've been playing for about 3 years now. What's my perspective as CIG as a development company? I think they are. I think they're struggling with time. To be honest, I think they're having a little bit of an issue with. I think in general, I think they're doing their kind of best with what they've got. And I just think they've got a problem of staffing in the PU. So they're obviously trying their best to get Squadron completed. It'll probably go out to the mass market. They're going to try and make their money. And I always say that it's the Kraken money. So all the money that you spend at these, Invictus things for like ships like the Kraken and all this kind of stuff. We know that the Kraken isn't currently in development, is going to be in development, all this kind of stuff for a while. That money's all getting pumped into Squadron. Meanwhile, we're all over here on the PU just, waiting, basically. And I think they're hoping that by getting Squadron done, dusted, and out the door, they can recoup some of the money that they've spent that was for people's Krakens and for people's Idris and for people, and, maybe switch that into, the PU by the end of it. I don't know. We'll see. I think they're just in a tough spot, because they've got like a lot of old money and then they're trying to satisfy new money. And they do weird things. They do weird things to try and appeal to a player base that I don't think's ever going to really appreciate Star Citizen for what it was always, appealing to people like us, like the space sim, quote unquote sim,
Yeah. All right, Dale.
Whatever that means.
Bashon says, question, what do you think the chances are that the way Drake was found to be at Invictus is to hold on to the fight deck of an exterior-only Kraken? I think he's trying to say that they might be showing off the exterior of the Kraken. Well, they've shown off the Kraken before, believe it or not. That wouldn't be a first. So possibly. There's no way to tell.
We haven't found anything in the files I'm aware of.
No.
There hasn't been, so there's been no leak in that regard. So take your bit of rope and do with it what you will. There's, CIG have given us enough rope to hang ourselves, and that's one of those situations. So yeah.
George Smith says, is there a concept sale? Would it land on the day as the manufacturer's date? Yes, it would land on the same day as its manufacturer. I'd be really surprised if there's not at least one concept sale. That would surprise me. I think you'd agree with me on that, Algared, from your...
Yep. No, that's usually, in the past, that has usually been the way, and it seems to probably be the same thing they're doing now.
Expat, yourself, would you agree?
What was the question? Sorry, it was a little difficult for me to hear.
What do you think the chance of there being a concept sale at Invictus?
Well, I mean, isn't there always one?
Yeah.
Like,
pretty
isn't
much.
that kind of the shtick?
Mhm.
You know?
Yep.
Selling the hope. Yeah, I would imagine there's probably going to be one. Probably the Ironclad's going to be up again. I mean, they may. Oh no, I mean, I guess they're not doing a defense con. I was going to say, like, they may have a the shell of the Ironclad that you can go look at, a bit like how they did the Polaris.
Yeah, that's kind of what
last year.
I'm more hopeful for, is the exterior of the Ironclad than anything else.
Yeah.
They did find an extra large Drake hangar in the files that seem to have been modified. So I'm kind of expecting something from Drake, whether if it's not the Ironclad.
maybe they surprise us with a little bit of a special on Drake Day, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's not really like a defense con with all the ships, but maybe you go in there and you can at least look at the exterior of the Ironclad. I think the Ironclad's going to be a real big ticket item for them. A lot of people that might not want an Idris or some of the other big ships, it's going to tick the box for a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people are expecting this RSI Meteor to be up for concept sale. No, it could be something completely new. There's nothing to say the Meteor just can't go straight to flight ready at the end of the year, as example. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that it's that. Captain Cathar.
Before you go on, the other thing with the going on with that Drake sale, the fact that they've changed the way they're doing the hangar for display. If they're doing that, does that mean they're putting in a ship that's going to be available in the Drake hangar? And all of that stuff we just don't know. But it's possible. Concept ship, though, is generally a new ship that hasn't been sold before. Will they bring one out? Again, it's possible.
Generally, these days, it's also a bigger ship.
Yeah, and we haven't heard anything really of a bigger new ship.
So this is a very open question, this next one from Captain Cathari, who says, haven't played the game in a year. What did I miss? A lot. I think I'll leave it at that, because I'm not going to sit here and go through everything, because you've missed a lot. Yeah. All right, last question of the day is by Sangroper. Algared, I'll get you to ask that one. Why? Actually, I think we'll just raid Expat. That makes the most sense to me. We'll just raid Expat.
Cool.
On there. And I don't think there's anyone else on YouTube, and I can't be bothered. What's the last question, please, Algared?
So the last question from Sangroper was, am I the only person who really doesn't like how the add-on section of a store has rotating images? No, I hate the rotating images. They're frustrating.
Yeah, the rotating images don't look particularly good, and it gets kind of confusing in the eyes, especially when like one is on one type of picture and the other one is on the other.
I know I have a friend that has epilepsy. I guarantee you that would cause an epileptic fit. From stuff that he showed me that causes him to have epileptic fits. It's that bad.
I find it frustrating when I'm trying to look at something and it's just, yeah. But anyway, that's just me. But your friend is, both types of triggers can be bad.
Yeah.
So.
All right, then I'll cut it back to this just so we can read Expat. All right. So, yeah, those of us watching on Twitch, we're going to be moving you over to Expat, and she'll take care of you over there. Thank you for joining us, by the way, Expat. It's been a pleasure having you as usual.
No worries. Thanks for letting me on board your big hulky Idris. Are we gonna go and try that mission on my stream then?
Yeah, if you want. I'm going to bed though. I need to get to bed because of the way. Well, the way I've moved my sleep now to the point that it's currently 9 a.m. here, and I have to go to bed.
Nice.
Like it's yeah. I've had to flip it for a thing, but I did get a good amount of sleep. But I just need a couple more hours. All right. With that, then Twitch should say goodbye to YouTube. How do I get that to? Why won't it?
Expat, were you the front fighter?
What's that? Sorry.
Were you the front corner or were you the back one?
I
Which one is
am
yours?
the. Let me see. I think I'm the front one.
All right, I'm going to
So I
take
can-
the front one and leave, I think, and fly back to.
Go for it.
So you
Yeah.
can
All right, stop,
play and
Algared.
play.
All right, Twitch should say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube say goodbye to Twitch.
Wait.
They're raiding
No.
you now. They're gone.
No.
They're gone.
Oh,
They're off and raiding you.
You both need to fly out. You both need to fly out. It has to be done.
What do you mean
Oh,
flat?
Welcome in, Inforunners. Guys, we are going to watch
What are you
We're going to
watching?
fly out of the hangar.
Execute and Algared fly out of their
Hangar.
What did we look at?
Idris.
What are we? This is my Idris.
All
This
right,
is
let's
Idris.
bring the Idris to a stop here.
What have we got to fly
Welcome
out?
in,
What
Mock
is
Street.
what's even in there?
But Bill
You're
Hornets,
gonna fly. You're gonna fly out of the
Bill Hornets
Idris.
and
You're gonna
Avenger.
do a launch,
Oh, okay.
guys.
Is there a Super Hornet? Well, open the. Can you open the hangar, please, pilot? Come on, Algared, let's head
Okay,
down there.
stop the Idris.
Algared, quick. Where's Algared?
Bring
I'm
the
already
Idris to
trying
a
to head-
complete
I'm already
stop
trying to head down.
and open the doors.
I'll beat you there then. I know where I'm going.
You will, because I don't know where I'm going.
Well, that's why you should have followed instead of trying to lead. Oh well.
Bring the Idris to a complete stop and open the doors.
No, I'm lost.
We're gonna watch the two boys from Inforunners.
No, you might watch one boy, because
Yeah.
Algared's going in the front.
I think I went
Execute behind.
Right, no, that's the wrong way. It's this way.
and back.
Then I gotta head this way, and then
Okay,
it should
pods
be
and
just
turret.
here. There it is. Got it. Down.
Pilots, to your Hornets.
If I can
This
find
is
the
not
way.
a drill. I say again, this is not a drill.
Yeah, but I'm lost, Captain.
All right, I'll take the front one.
Stand by in your Hornets with engines on and prepare for launch.
What Hornet is this? Is this an F7A Mark II? I think it is.
F7A Mark II.
Yeah, is this yours? The one that was at the front?
Yeah. Okay, stand by and wait for Algared in Hornet 2.
That's going to be at
Stand
least
by,
half
stand
an hour.
by. Here he goes. Hornet 2, engines on. Landing gear raised. Hold for the launch. Watch out up there. Execute. There you go. Get yourselves in launch position. Oh, Jesus. Get your SCM speed down. Landing gear up. Landing gear up, and we're going to hold the launch. Just get your landing gear up, guys.
Yep, done. I'm ready to go.
Stand by, stand by.
They went.
I'm holding for Algared to raise his landing gear. That would be the N key, Algared, just in case.
Yep.
Which one's the any key?
Watch your altitude, Algared.
Need to press N, Algared.
I did press N, and every time I press N, it is automatically landing.
There it goes, there it goes. All right, drop your altitude slightly, Algared.
Yep. Let's tap control, Algared. You're a little bit high, bro. There we go. He's got it. All right, you ready?
All right.
Give us a
Line
count-
up, guys.
Give us a countdown.
The bagpipes are playing. Prepare to launch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hornet 1, go. Hornet 2, go. Hornets launched. Close all doors.
It really does need the bagpipes, doesn't it? I was kind of like singing it in my head, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
All right, let's take this thing back home. Destination Hurston.
All right, as for us guys on YouTube, thank you for joining us this week. We'll be doing videos every second day for the rest of the sale, won't we, Algared? Well, I will be. Algared will be turning up when he can. He's got a few buyers guys he's going to turn up and do, though. But other than that, we will see you when we see you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and thank you everyone that joined us at the end of the video on the credits on Patreon. We really appreciate you going that extra mile. With that, then, the voice in the void has been Expat. He's been Algared.
He's been Execute, and we're out of here. Take care.
See you, citizens.
Nice.